music, I can't go, no. I'm gonna get it.
The
Last
last
thing
thing
I
I
do,
do.
must get a beat it. Till red and blue, didn't take long to catch him. Parked up car and music blasting. On the sidewalk he was dancing, stealing the show. The people watching, roller skating. Was hard on his tracks. Stick it up, mister. Give me back, give me back, give me back, give me back my radio. Boys jumped on me, messed up my clothes, smashed and grabbed my radio. Calling all detectives, tell them a criminal at large. Smoking a big fat cigar in a flashy car. Take himself superstar. Hey, life without music, I can't go. No. Life without music, I can't go. No.
Just as the music says, life without music, totally impossible. And music without a Friday night, how does that work? Friday Night Live, December 17th, and I can see the doors opening as they get in there. Odadee Pacheco, Sophia Poku, Michael Comey. The doors are open. And if you're kicking in live from Accra, no sweat. You can wake us with up. You can wake up with us right here on Friday Night Live. It's an Odadee North America Endowment Fund lunch party. Plenty words, plenty action tonight. Stay tuned.
I wanna lay by your side, baby. I wanna feel every beat of your heart.
Hey, that's Eric. Eric in the building. The school prefect is here. I must behave. Let me stand up right.
With you. All the love inside me has been sleeping, waiting till the right one came along.
Nice hole.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
Yeah, this is it's special, man. Very special. This is the
with you.
My housemaster is here, I must behave.
I want you to be the first thing that I see.
There he is. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you. Good to have you, Reverend.
All right, then. I see a few of the doors open in the background. Reverend Ambrose Asamoah is here live. Yeah, Mr. Asamoah. Takes me back, way back. I was a good boy in Prosec, though. Yeah, Reverend Asamoah knows that very well.
Thank you very much.
All right, then, as you get in the doors, pretty soon I'll be handing over to the MC for the evening. You know his name, you know his game, and the whole team behind the scenes. It's going to be a busy evening. A lot of music, a lot of action, a lot of entertainment. And of course, contributing to Prosec with a smile on your face. Welcome home.
You're the only young girl who can ring my bell and I can take rejection. So you tell me go to well, I'm bombastic. Tell me fantastic. Look me on my box, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. She took me on my box, she says I'm Mr. Boom, 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 bombastic. Tell me fantastic. Look me on my box, she call me Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. She took me on my box, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom. Baby, please, let me take you to an island of the sweet cool breeze. You don't feel like drive, well baby, hand me the keys, and I will take you to a place and set your mind at ease. Don't you tickle my foot bottom, baby, please. Don't you play with my nose, cause I'm a hatchoon sneeze. Well, you are the bun and me are the cheese, and if me are the rice, well baby, love you the peas. I'm bombastic, and the fantastic. Touch me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Mr. Bombastic. We all have some bombastic, romantic, fantastic, love bombastic.
Listen, my dress, my
We all have some bombastic,
Open
romantic,
you want
fantastic,
me, chilly. Hey, me baby, me brown yeah. Me try to holiday, each and every day me happy day, yeah. My own, that time of the chase and then no money there, oh. My own, see my heart back push it up at the grind for my kenge. My own, like the air and the feeling for everywhere I go. My own, see the money, baby, come chop 'em for me, oh. And I've been saying, Ghana, what's up in here? What's up in here? Although my lonely brother, they chat to me, yeah. Chat to me, girl, yeah. Wait time make I carry you. Champagne and I was the Malibu, hey. And the dinner I eat it just for two. Me dog now would do me baby, yeah. My own, that time of the chase and then no money there. My own, see my heart back push it up at the grind for my kenge. My own, like the air and the feeling for everywhere I go. My own, see the money, baby, come chop 'em for me, oh. The sun is kitty. Oh, camera footage clean, I know you're risky. Listen, much dress, smile, siri. Oh, penny was a million, chilly.
My house master.
Baby, me brownie, yeah. Golden tree chocolate, yeah. Me chatoli, yeah. Each and every day, me happy day, yeah. My own, that time of the chase, and then no money there. My own, see my heart back push it up at the grind for my kenge. My own, like the air and the feeling for everywhere I go. My own, see the money, baby, come chop 'em for me, oh. High grade, boy.
Girl.
I don't know what girl. The place was Kochi Chrome, and that's where you could find Kweku Wafuajiman each and every Friday night right after supper. He turned out all right though, so Kochi is not a bad place to be. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Friday night evening. It's a special one. It's the 4th this year by kind courtesy of Odadee, North America. Stay tuned as we hand you over pretty soon. Get ready for a night of entertainment, a thrilling evening, and of course, one with an excellent purpose. Stay tuned.
You're full of attraction. Now it's a chance to show me emotion. I've waited so long. You better come on strong, Mr. Loverman. Thrill me with it, Mr. Loverman. Mr. Loverman. I can't wait.
Waiting for what? You're on the name when they come. Tell me with it. I'm going to lay down and make you feel me with it. Because really that is my favorite habit. And when me lay down, you know me not run from it. Them call me miss a lover, man. They call me miss a lover. Miss a lover, man. They call me miss a lover. They call me miss a lover, man. They call me miss a lover. A woman take a trip coming from England to satisfy her soul, you know, so she wants a man. Boom! It's a ranking you buck up fun. I'm going to make you explode just like a bomb. Every hour, every minute, and every second, them call me miss a lover, man. They call me miss. All right then, Mr. Loverman, MC, Kweku Pacheco, ready to roll it over to you, man. Let's get Kweku now on. Hey, Kweku.
Who believes this? Who will believe this? For sure.
Yes,
this
sir.
is show number 4.
Can you imagine?
Man, you did it. You made it. You came all the way to the end, and we're going to cross over, all right?
Definitely.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. The numbers are growing. The door is open. What a night this is going to be. This is an action-packed night. Now, never mind that it's a Friday. It adds to the flavor. This is the Odadee Friday Night Live. For sure.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, I'm looking at this night and I'm saying, how did we pull it off? We came from January, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and Q4, and we're still here. What's so special about tonight? A whole lot of things. Tonight, we're bonding with the iconic Ben Braku. Ben is all the way in Ghana. We'll be talking to him. We're revving it with our reverends. Well, we've got 2 reverends on the show tonight. And in addition, we've got the big show coming up. Listen, man, we're Prisek. We're Odadees. We dream, and we dream big. And so tonight, kudos to the family. Kudos to the big boys who are running things. From North America, we bring you Road to $1 million. Can I hear an applause? The Road to $1 million. Yes, for sure. Where's your mic? Is going on? Yeah, yo, sound up, for sure. I want to hear the applause. You're muted. Yeah. There you go. Fish, you're on mute, I think.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a Zoom mute. Who muted you?
Hey,
the applause. We got to get you back in. Yeah. Okay, we'll get you back. Come on, work it for sure. So tonight we'll be speaking with Ben Braku, all the way in Ghana. What a nice guy. Stayed up 2 a.m. in Ghana. We're going to be talking with him. There you're back. You're back for sure. You're back. Good. We're also going to be celebrating another milestone. That's what we do. 500 Odadees have already registered for our website. 500 in just a short period of time. Listen, guys, we're proud of you. We love what you're doing. We love that you love your school and it comes through. So much to come tonight. We're going to go back to Fisho for a track and I'll come right back and we'll move the program along. Welcome, everyone. Be part of this show. I'm going to tell you about all the other schools that are joining us. I've started seeing faces already. Thank you very much. My name is Kwekubu Afrajman. I'll be your humble host tonight. Stay with me. Baby, I see you.
Yes, sir. Too easy, brother.
It's your night, bro. For all the good work, it's your night. Yes, man. I see you. I see you heavy. Get your pockets ready too, man. It's like, I see you, Senior. Hey, Senior Alex, I see you now. I see you. Alex, meanwhile, what's up? Shout out to Big Boy Kofi Poku. I see you too. Come on back in. I see you. Bogonato. Good to see you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Lawyer Pacheco.
It's your night, man. No lawyers. 2 seconds. Adadie and
You never stop me from calling you that.
You're my role model. You know that. Senior, for rock and roll. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. So, if you're ready, can you hear me? Fish, you're right there. All right, you guys got a little drink in your hand. You got to have a drink in hand. That's what our school anthem. That's how our school anthem rolls, right? So, if you're all ready, let's do the honors. Prisek school anthem now. Drink in hand.
Secondary school. I want with my
Blessings.
For grace and training wisdom, for labor blessing more,
Blessings in the
for grace and training wisdom, for labor blessing more,
places in the
my country more.
I've got to tell you guys, even my own kids have started singing the Presec anthem. They absolutely love it. And nothing is as pleasing as watching our kids, our wives also indulge. Let me give some shout outs to all the schools that are supporting us. So many of them, so we'll go through them as we go along. Of course, Wesley Girls, let's hear it for Wesley Girls. Let's hear it for Holy Child. Let's hear it for a disco. Let's hear it from Fanspim. Let's hear it for St. Augustine's. We got a whole lot of schools, and it's going to be an exciting night. So many of them, Accra Girls. We got St. Mary's. We've got, Abugis. We don't do anything without Abugis, right? So we got to give them a special shout out. That's going to be coming a lot of times tonight. But one of the groups that I also want to acknowledge tonight is the Super Frog. Man, that's Super Frog. It's just like coalescing and networking, creating new frontiers between student leaders from our schools. Now, Super Frog stands for Super Fraternal Organization of Ghana Secondary Schools, Super Frog USA. And they form this coalition. They do things together. The other night, I was on a Wesley Girls and Mfanspim group. Kofi Poku, our president, was there. They're here tonight to support us, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being part of what we do. And without much ado, if Reverend Marquis, I didn't see Reverend Marquis yet, but I know that he had to wake up and a little groggy. I have to say, it's what, 2 a.m. in Ghana? Reverend, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes,
oh, you are. What? Look at you. What time is it in Ghana, Reverend?
It's about 1 in the morning.
Man, so much love for your school. Thank you. Thank you, Reverend. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Can't you tell? Look at that. Look at your boys. They're all here. Everyone is following your footsteps, doing the right thing, supporting Presec. Reverend, man, your era of leadership as our global president has just been phenomenal. Phenomenal. From the bottom of my heart, from the president, from everybody, I want to say thank you.
Well, that's okay. I'll also say two things are very important. The grace of God and then the team. The grace of God and then the team I worked with. And then just the support of the whole Odadee fraternity.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
It's interesting. You talk about the support, but you do need leadership. And your era, there's so many projects still ongoing. Your legacy is huge. And I think when we talk about legacy, which is our theme for tonight, there's no way we can forget you. You're like front and center. What drives you? What is it?
Two things summarizes. I was in Presec.
Apparently, yeah. I'll give us a year.
And Presec is in me.
Right. What year was it? What's your year?
1978.
Listen,
that was the year I left.
That was before I was born.
Yeah.
Nah. I actually came in just as you were leaving. So Reverend, now what are you doing now that you've handed over the mantle to an equally greater global president in the person of Ofori Sapong? What are you involved in these days?
I'm enjoying my retirement. That's, but behind the scenes, I'm giving my support to this wonderful president we have, and in whichever way he deems fit to employ my time, my talent, and my treasures, they are there for his call. So yes, I'm on retirement, maybe semi-retirement, but I'm also behind the scenes,
right,
working hard to make our dream and our vision a reality.
Right. And in the middle of all that work, you've got a book out.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
I wrote that book in 1997. But I didn't release it until this year, under the prodding of my wife and other people close to me, my wife, my kids, and of course, Edifico and etc. Decided to release it. It's called Chasing Paper Moons.
Chasing Paper Moons.
Yeah.
Share a little thought on that. Am I thinking what you're thinking? I haven't seen the book. I've neither have I read it. So,
well, it's when you reach for that which is not there, and sometimes the principles that you employ in order to get to where you think you should. Chasing Paper Moons basically is this. It's a corporate look at the story of the prodigal son, and then a spiritual look at the story of the prodigal son and the principles invested in that whole story in another perspective. First of all, you reaching out for that which is not there. Sometimes what is far out there might not really be what it is.
Right.
And sometimes the principles we break in attempting to get to that place, and the relationships we destroy, and the responsibilities we need to take in order to bring restoration and all the things that are very interesting. I mean,
I can tell, but
yeah.
Here's my problem, though. Here's a man extremely accomplished, has his own church, Living Streams. I'm sure it's still there. Has done excellent work with lots of people. Shifts to Presec, gives back. You sort of did it all. And you're writing about a book that's like Chasing Paper Moon, and all I see around you is achievement. I'm trying to reconcile those two things.
Well, you see achievement, but I see room for more.
I love that. Can I share something? Can I share something with you?
Yeah.
When I look at people like you, I kind of think legacy, leadership in the country. Look, our anthem says it. For Christian training, we get a sure, solid foundation. Are you looking there? Leadership countrywide?
No, I'm not political. I'm not
Reverend,
political anymore.
We're recording this, so we'll play it back.
I'm not a political animal. Politicians have asked me that several times, but I always tell them they don't need to be worried about me.
I'm going to move away from politics, but look, you're a great leader. You'll excel like everywhere. Tonight, legacy.
Right.
Kofi Poku has been a great leader, together with his team steering the affairs of Odadee.
I love Kofi Poku. I just love it.
You're not alone.
Not in that way, you know.
No, I know we're in America. We can love any which way, but he's a great leader. He and his group are really doing a lot of work for our school.
He's a great guy, great guy.
Yeah. What do you want to tell them? They want to hear your words of wisdom. What do you want to tell them?
First of all, everyone must have a sense of purpose, and they need to understand that everyone needs to understand that to give back to Presec is not it isn't it is not compulsory, but it is something that must come. It must be a desire. You know, we have 3Ds. We have duress, we have duty, and we have desire.
Mhm.
And so we have desire, we have duress, we have duty. But sometimes people, when it is duress, you are being forced to do what you're doing.
Right.
But when it is duress to you're being forced. When it is duty, it is like, well, I need to do it whether I like it or not. But listen, when it is desire, it is an overwhelming passion that springs from within. Listen, what Presec has done for us, each and every one of us, on whatever pedestal we have right now, because of the contribution of Presec. And it is important that each and every one of us recognizes that the Presec is something that love for Presec is consuming. That school did something for us that you have no idea. And then the desire to give back to Presec or to lift the flag of Presec shouldn't be, it should just come naturally.
Right. Reverend, I can talk to you forever because I personally admire you. You know, when we met in DC launching the Odadee in North America, you came, spent time with us, very supportive. Senior Sam was there, Alex, the whole gang, Prof. Your commitment to Presec, I just want to be like you when I grow up, Reverend. Someday. I know you probably had to stay up or you had to wake up to be with us. My very last point before you go, what does legacy mean to you? I think you've said a lot about it, but couch it beautifully before you step off. That's what tonight is about. Yes, legacy.
Number one, I see legacy as a light you leave behind that shines a path for other people to follow. Number two, I see legacy as a wealth you leave behind for other people to assess. Number three, I see legacy as a platform that provides people with a pedestal to launch on and do something bigger than whatever you did. I do not see legacy as something that just enriches us, but I see legacy as something also that places a responsibility upon us. For those of us who are the beneficiaries of any legacy, whatever it is, we have a responsibility to carry that thing to the next level. And it is just a platform for us to reach out for more bigger achievements.
Is there a project you did? This just came to mind. Is there a project you oversaw everything? But is there one project that you're most proud of? Or something you did for Presec? Because you're still doing things. Any particular thing?
First of all, I'm so happy that we were able to, number one, we laid out a plan to be visible. We laid out a plan to be vibrant.
Oh boy, you got that.
Yeah, we laid out a plan to be viable. So Presec needed to be visible, and the old boys needed to come out of its shell and come out from a place where it was. The leaders before us had done great, but we still needed to take it higher. We didn't need to be quiet anymore. We needed to be extremely vibrant.
So those are three V's: visible, viable, and vibrant.
That's right.
I'll tell you what.
And as a result of that, harness the energy that we acquired from that into projects and to make Presec stand in another dimension altogether. And I must say that I am not looking at other schools in Ghana. It has never been my passion. So sometimes I wasn't too bothered when somebody else was doing something. It is to carve our own niche and to raise up our own flag. And in so doing, others began to follow. So
Exactly.
for me, it is the rally of the people. As for the projects, each and every one of them have their own special place in my heart.
You've awakened a whole new spirit in the Prosecco. I mean, I don't flatter you at all. I've been very proud to have gone to such a great school and to be able to give back or pay forward or however the phrase goes. Where can I find your book? I'd like to read you.
It will be on ebooks.
Okay.
Amazon. It will be on different electronic Kindle, and then also we'll have them in. I'm sure we'll have some in the AMC.
Right.
And then Kofi Poku is arranging for us to send some of the hard copies.
Kofi is on top of everything.
Yeah, to the US.
Okay.
Anyone who wants it.
Okay.
But we're going to make sure that it's available for everyone.
Look, you're a wise man. You've lived well. You've done very well for your school and our community of Odadees. You've inspired so many beyond the shores of Ghana. We thank you, Reverend. Thank you for spending quality time with us tonight. I think a lot of what goes on was actually inspired by you. We appreciate you.
I'm grateful, and I'm always grateful to God. And then I also say a very big thank you to all those, especially those who were the wind beneath my wings. The Samados, the Bogonatos, the Niadotes, the Ficos.
They're here.
And then also the Ghana contingent. You have no idea who those people are. And above all, too, I'm also grateful to my wife, who is also an Odadee.
She is. I heard.
Yeah, there are various stories that one day when I tell them, people will know the kind of commitment that she made. Waking up at...
That's Dr. Kwaku, right? Dr.
Yeah,
Kwaku Makwe. Okay. Or Dr. Makwe.
Makwe, don't add Kwaku.
Dr.
Makwe. Yeah, because I paid my dues. So
You did. All right, listen. I can talk to you forever. We'll have such a great conversation. Please stay around as long as you can. I realize it's morning where you are, but look, Prosecco just cannot thank you enough. And this is not even the forum. I think we should just carry you. We just carry you up high. We thank God for your life, Reverend.
Well, don't make my head swell like Humpty Dumpty. I like to keep it simple.
Thank you. We love you. We love you.
We love
Have a good night. All right. Yeah.
You guys, you are the guys, man.
Absolutely. All right, Reverend. Soon.
Right.
So, okay. Drop Reverend a track. We'll be right back. Thank you for listening, guys.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making what temperature there is? If you leave me a good time, I swear.
It's always a pleasure listening to Reverend Makwe speak. His passion for Prosecco oozes unintentionally, and the work he's done and the leadership he's done visible for all to see. Thank you very much. Thank you. Odadee Friday Night Live. Prosecco North America Endowment Fund launch on December the 17th, right about now. Live on Zoom, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Reaching you all around the world. Stay tuned.
Pounds and dollars I could spend for your head. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con they carry for my head every night. And you I want to carry to my bed. Oh, no. Don't tell me no. You can be my partner, never riding solo. And we got no one lucky, no need to party. Whoa. I feel it, what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go. Oh, your body, they back at me, see. Open up, make I see. Now you where they cut my fancy. Don't they do me, I give banky. Oh, no, 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 no.
And they call me. I want to go, but you got me coming. Why should I be coming early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you honey. Give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need that, make I look pity. You won't make us enjoy me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad can make you shake it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
Friday, all night, Saturday, night, club. Yelly, Martin, men short and do cap. I did shape in out the Bible bed, go for say, Dallas so they snap in the bay. It's gas in our do chapel walk when no double share. One house on a club in one bank. Tiname summer bar, the yellow sumia. This a unia, ladies are was over. Yame summer bar, the yellow sumia. But Jehovah full of body, Lubani. Tiname summer bar, the yellow sumia. That yellow
Bolo out of Canada. Hey, my man, how you doing? It's a Prosecco evening all around the world, man. And it's just the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned, there's a whole lot more to come up. Reverend Ambrose Asamoah is the next man on in the next 5 minutes or so. There he is, live, and he'll be talking to Kweku pretty soon.
Chapuli wa school sipa nanso me mesi we du mo ko bi nti ya me so me ba na yelu sumia abisa unia baby sa wa so wo ya me so me ba na yelu sumia wa me janka na sama e mo boli nti ya me so me ba na yelu sumia unia fu we du mo bencheni ya me so me ba na yelu sumia wa me janka na sama e mo boli nti ya me so me ba na yelu sumia
got me confused. I'm in the mood. In my shaka, what you for me, I got you. Got me confused. I'm in the mood. In my shaka, what you for me, I got you. Take me a job. Would you see me, I'm a good up. I be that judge where you do me, I'm a. I live for your heart, so I'll be your dog. Take me a job. Would you see me, I'm a good up. I be that judge where you do me, I'm a. I live for your heart, so I'll be your dog.
If there is something like eternity, then for eternity I give you my all. Calamania need your opportunity. If I be player, I go put them on pause. Mommy, do you believe in second chances? Mommy, do you believe in so guys? I've been looking for the one that I found. I feel love and I need to see your eyes.
Be a job. Would you see me, I'm a good up. I be that judge where you do me, I'm a. I live for your heart, so I'll be your dog. Be a job. Would you see me, I'm a good up. I be that judge where you do me, I'm a. I live for your heart, so I'll be your dog.
Hey, Ajawa. Ajawa, I see you. I see you. I see you. You go see. And a little bit.
Oh yeah. Angelina. Oh, me all down. Anytime when I see you at the club, at the television, your body. Sure you know no something when you carry 50 kill somebody. You know I feel a vibe.
You already had his name in the first 15 minutes of the program, and I'm sure you'll be hearing it again. That's your president right there. Kofi Opoku, what's going on, man? And of course, I'm sure you don't want people to know that. He wasn't feeling well today.
No,
he was
the
down
guy's
and
been-
out. He was weak. But we had to call 7% doctors over in Texas to take care of him. And Kofi is right there. The crutches are out, the glasses are away, and he's well and ready for tonight. Hey!
Look,
Pacheco
man.
will be coming back on pretty soon.
I know, right,
And
Fizo?
Reverend Ambrose are somewhat ready to talk with us right here. Friday night, present.
Angelina. Oh no. So when I want to come out, make a signal you. Why you want to request on me like I need that? I'm tryna put a ring on your finger too. And be a better guy, be a better guy. And the low, and the low, and the low, and the low, and the low.
But like you give me love, oh.
And the low, and the low, and the low, and the low.
All right, then, quick Pacheco, if you're ready, let's go.
So I'm right. I'm always ready for you. Always ready
all the
for
way
you.
from Accra as well.
All right.
Time
All right.
Eastern time +5. Ready to roll with quick.
We're gonna
New
go
Jersey
straight
and Accra.
back.
Welcome.
New Jersey and Accra. That's it. We're gonna go all the way down to Accra. Reverend Ambrose Asamoah. But before then, everybody here, we've got to congratulate Kofi Opoku. Kofi, you just got a new human being into the world. We really got to celebrate you on that one. That we didn't see coming, some of us. Congratulations, Kofi. That's cool, man. Kofi's got a whole new baby, lovely. And I got to tell you, Kofi Opoku, you guys mute for a minute. Kofi, the last time somebody fell so ill at such a critical time and made it back after 7 presec doctors, of which we have 1,000 of them. He also got himself a scholarship for third cycle education. So maybe I can promise you yet another degree if you want to do some more. Make your school fees. Because you're global president with your school fees squad. Your best son this, your best friend Otumfo. Kofi Otumfo. Kofi, thank you for coming. I sort of didn't think you'd make it tonight, but thank God you're well and you're joining us. How are you feeling? Good? Give me a thumbs up. There you go. Got it. Reverend.
Yes, sir.
I can think of one much better place you could be than being here tonight. And you should be cuddling. 38 years of marriage. Afishiapa.
That's it. That's it.
Ampa. Now, and this would be say when you have time in between all your duties tonight. So we can spend the time with your boys, Kakra. 38 years of marriage. Congratulations, happy anniversary.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much.
The boys all just love you. They love you. What's your trick? Housemasters are not to be loved. They're strict and they will beat you. They will make sure that you do the right thing. How do you get these people to love you so much?
Well, I believe that it has to do with what's in their hearts. What did I have in heart? My heart was bleeding to raise up future leaders, Christian gentlemen, and great professional career holders to fill up the places in our future for our country, for the church, for God, and for the world. And so I had to get close to everybody in order to try to shaping everybody who comes my way life. And I believe that this is what I am seeing now.
Your kids are grateful. They've told me, a lot of them have said, I was, 78 to 83. I'm getting up there in age. So, you probably weren't senior housemaster when I was there, but I've talked to a number of them. They can't get over you. They love you. They want you to know while you're here that they really, really appreciate what you did for them. Share with us a memory. Tell us about a really bad, you don't have to mention his name, a really bad boy or some experience, anything you want to share. What were some challenges?
Really bad boy. Wow.
Yeah, bad boys don't go to Presec. Come on, we're good.
I always said that there were always less than 3% of cause troubles in Presec.
Right.
But because cause trouble is so loud, sometimes they hear of us. To mention some names, it's hard.
Please do not mention names. You can tell a story, but don't mention a name. They've turned around.
As for the stories, there are plenty. I remember the quickest story that comes to mind has to do with these 9 boys who decided to undertake a trip to Oliko, Cape Coast, on a pre-Valentine trip.
Reverend, you can't blame them. I beg you. No, you just can't. Oliko, you can't.
Oliko.
but go ahead.
It has to do with the youthful exuberance.
Yeah, a lot of us ended up there, by the way. A lot of us also ended up. But go ahead, please.
They had to go in a PE shorts with school bags behind them.
Okay.
And then they took to the bushes around, went to Telecom, that is on the new road in Medina. And then from there, they boarded their taxis and went for the 2 cars that they had paid for to hire for the day, a Benz and then a BMW. And they went all the way to that place. After first they went to what's the name of the Frankies, to collect their ice creams and their chicken and their fried rice. And then they boarded their vehicles to Cape Coast. Then one of them had a crash around Winneba Junction.
Oh, no.
Winneba Hospital. I had a link with the doctor, the head doctor at Winneba Hospital. So he called me and asked me these questions. And I said, these names were not familiar to me. You should please look into their bags, find some books or something and get me the real name. The doctor was shocked. And he did that and he got me a few names. And I said, yes, these are Presec names. Now tell the boys that I'm coming after them.
Wow.
And truly, well, we baggaged them and brought them back to school. And then we brought their parents to come and carry them home for a while. Yeah.
That must be difficult, that kind of scenario.
Yes, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And the doctor how come I got to know that these original names he gave me were not the Presec names? I said, no, I had gone through names and I have tried to tune names, but these names were not part of the names in my head. Yes, I was shocked. Yes.
So these were the days of you being the senior housemaster?
No, housemaster.
The housemaster,
yes,
okay.
I think that's now, housemaster, yes.
So, I take it from what you're saying that the boys just got more daring as years went by. Because we just went to Medina and it was a big deal. We went to at Motown, at Chimota, Accra Girls, and that was a big deal. But these guys were going to Cape Coast already.
Yes.
Was Kofi one of them?
No.
Please don't out my president. Don't out my president.
Kofi was a household name so far as I was concerned. So
yes.
Anything that happened to me, I think I can easily remember.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of them.
Did you know that they called you Polar? Or Polar Bear, something like that? You did? Did you like it? Did you like it?
Well, somehow, I think I created it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't my intention to pick it as a name, but I created it.
Okay.
Anytime I met the Form 1 students for orientation, I would say to them that, and then sometimes with the regular students at morning assembly, especially when some have caused trouble and think they are not found out. And then I'll come out to say that, look, wherever you pass, I'll grab you. If you go through the air, I'll grab you. If you go through the land, I'll dish you out. And if you go through the water, I'll pick you like the polar bear picks fish from beans.
And then you earn the name, Polar Bear.
And the name, yes, I earned the name. I had taken an earlier name, which was some strange name, Bad Jesus.
Right.
I'll preach, and then after preaching, I'll take the cane and then do what I have to do with the cane, because I needed to straighten out ragged, rough boys.
Like Kofi Poku, thank you very much. But look what you did with these boys and all of us, right? Look at the turnout. We didn't turn out too badly. Strong Odadee Christian gentlemen. living the life, giving back, doing good things, living the legacy. What does legacy mean to you, Reverend Ambrose Asamoah?
Legacy has to do with carrying a load or carrying a responsibility, carrying whatever it is in life, and looking out for the next person to take it up, because the show must not end there. So if it has to do with working a disciplined life, which I tried to do, and I realized was good for PRESEC and good for learning, then I had to leave a mark of discipline. And that has been my legacy. And I think that I've been happy with it, because I wasn't teaching a lesson called discipline, but every now and then I tell people that I'm teaching I'm a subject called discipline, because I'll carry it across out of my classroom, out of my house. And that is what got me senior house master. At a point, Labone House became too small for me, and I was going beyond. Sometimes I'll go to other houses, like Win's house, and they will put off the light and shout at me, Mr. Samuel, go back to your house in the middle of the night.
But you were unrelenting. You loved your kids. You gave yourself to them unconditionally, show them love, and all is well. That's ending very well. Tonight, Mr. Asamoah, Reverend Asamoah, we're talking about legacy. We're launching the road to $1 million. I mean, when I first heard the number, I quaked.
That's right.
Never mind that my name is Kweku, but I quaked. And then I thought about it again. I said, yeah, but why not? This is a marathon. It's not a sprint, but we're going to do it. Because, you know, a lot of us were here when we started the Guase project. Today, it has been commissioned. And I do think that we can do it with the leadership that we have today and the love and the commitment of our membership. And so we stand on your shoulders and we thank you for what you have inspired in our youth, our students, the whole body, in giving back as we're going forward. You must be proud of it. You must be proud of your school.
Surely, I'm very, very proud of the school. Having come through 5 years, going back and coming back to teach for 32 years. What else should I be proud of? Yeah. What else should I be proud of?
Again, I'm talkative. I do that for a living. You and I can engage forever. But that's please, this is the one time when we really do think Madame needs you. So we're going to beg leave of you now, literally, because it's it's like 2 a.m. in Ghana. It's your 38th anniversary. Reverend Ambrose Asamoah, PRESEC loves and cherishes you. We don't take you for granted. Thank you so much also.
God bless you all.
God bless you too.
God bless you for taking my role.
And for staying up tonight. That is special. Fijo, a track for Reverend Asamoah, please, if you will.
Thank you.
Ajebu.
Yes, sir.
Because of this man, I don't pluck mango in people's houses. So.
See? That's legacy. Legacy right there. Reverend, thank you. Thank you. We love what you're doing for PRESEC. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good morning.
38th wedding anniversary, Reverend Ambrose Asamoah joins us to celebrate PRESEC North America. And that's a lesson for all of us. No, the lesson is not chilling with us on a Friday night. The lesson is for enjoying marriage for 38 years at least. Thank you very much, Mr. Asamoah. Thank you. As we continue to ride it up right here on a Friday evening, it's high life time for the next couple of minutes, because you know who's coming up next. I'll leave that for Kweku Pacheco and Kofi to let you know. Stay tuned. It's a PRESEC evening. Welcome aboard if you're just joining us.
Say I'm
Baby, and you can't Manunya Oya. Saudi and Maya, Maora, and Bible. You can't watch him. The one shaving swan. You can't watch him. Deep and fiber. When you're my neighbor, young, I mean, I want to see you, monsieur. When you can't see the anya, when you're jamming, you're saying, oh, see, you're more. So, pray with me. Say, I'm well. Say, I'm in
Paco. Hey, Fish. Now, you guys need to realize this is a party you can dance. Right? Mickey, let me see some move.
I know, right?
Let me see your records night move. And it's okay to dance with a drink in hand. Alex, where your drink day? Where? Odadee. Yes. Ben Raccoon coming up.
All right then, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. The album was called by our number one everywhere it went when it was released. And music still played wherever you go. And he is definitely our guest this evening, right here on Friday Night Live. Ben Bracco is his name. Stay tuned. He'll be coming on soon.
Good.
I can't wait to listen to Pacheco talk to him. Ben Bracco released this one when he was a student in Legon. I think it was at the Agric department. I remember that one. But we'll get all that from Kweku Pacheco when he talks to Ben Bracco pretty soon. Hold on tight. The whole lot more coming up soon. Stay tuned.
All the way.
This one reminded you of Embassy Double Do. Most of the dancers used to dance to this one. Star Hotel. Hey. Oh man. If you were born, it was a great time. If you were not born, you joined the show after this one. It's all good. Friday Night Live, rocking it on a special Friday. $1 million endowment fund by kind courtesy of Protect North America. Doing it for the school. Mr. Ben Bracco and Kwekubo for Japan coming up pretty soon. Stay tuned.
Do we realize this is a party and a launch, so we got to be dancing? Yeah? We got to be dancing, guys. When you see the camera, you dance into the camera. Eric, I see you. Aha! Eric, SB, how many moves? Give me moves. Give me some moves. I see you. Hey, Beckett. Dr. Hassan, you there? You and wife, you forget about the couch. We'll see some moves. Alright? Aha! You're going to be rocking. Alright? I see you. Hey! Pabla, I see you too. Frank, it's a party, man. Work is over. I hear you, Rico. Yeah. It's a party, your party.
I know. I'm gonna get my job back with that boogie.
Oh yeah, Sally. Bring it down. Holy Coast representing, right?
Yeah.
And folks, switch on your camera. Let's see you. That's what this is about. Hey, Fico, switch on your camera. Drink in hand. Two legs.
Senya wote wenza from between na mama crazy. Misha wani muni wani ngozi ya mesami crazy.
Agomo.
Baby.
It's Johnson. Let's see your face. You don't wear pajamas and babies. The Michael's pajamas.
Mama where we send ya. We don't know till we're about. Me a dog carpenter. Mama kuma bakumuja. Mama where we send ya. We don't know till we're about.
Yes, it's so cool, I'm happy. So we get something in common, pepe. Why am I missing one day? Never be away, no. I'll to me, mommy, to know who's about
New Jersey. Hey, Frank.
I can't deny the fact that I fall in.
The Doctor is live out of Maryland, Connecticut. I see you guys, man. Benjamin, good evening to you. It's a fun and lovely evening right here on Odadee Friday night live.
Let's go. Are you ready to listen?
Before Mr. Ben Brackle gets on live, it's time to burn some calories. Dr. Beckett and son, and your lovely wife out there. It's a Friday date. Why can't get your present? Hey, only thing you need is Chibo, and then you are set. Come on, Francis and your wife as well. Have a wonderful Friday evening.
You know they feel my go-go, she's calling the bunch. She's calling the bunch. As I did sleep, I be counting my ceilings. Oh my God, what I'm feeling. 21st century, so she go tell it to my face. Oh yeah, it's over. My baby say over. It's over, it's over. She dey tell me say over. 21st century, so she go tell it to my face. Oh yeah, it's over. She dey tell me say over, it's over, it's over. My baby say over.
Me see me pretty girl, why you do me so?
Hey Prince, your shirt nice. Oh, the blue is nice. Is it new? It looks like it hasn't been washed before, like fresh. Hey.
Me see me pretty girl, why you do me so? So, although me sweetie darling, I am falling. Can't you see another feet to go?
Friday Night Live. This is the 4th edition. On every show, I've seen CK. Today, CK is missing. Kweku, I beg. Make somebody find CK and get him on.
So, CK is live. I see CK for here. Up athlete CK. Come on. Hey, Dylan, where you at? The Ghana girls will call you CK, where you at? Wesley girls, Holy Child, they all there. Right, CK? This will be 100 meters for stadium.
Right there, house 1 versus house 5. Right. I see them on there. Hey.
Baby girl, you bad. Girl, the way you whine. I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. Say you are my woman, my superwoman. I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. For the love.
Dylan, I say me I see all the time. Alright, let me represent you that you did. Lawrence, Senior Lawrence, don't go. 1971, respect. 1971. We'll give you spotlight. Thank you for coming. Tell the good times with us. If you need to do a dash, you can. But I wanted to acknowledge. Senior Benjamin Lawrence, yeah. Benjamin, right? All right. SFU is here as well.
love. There's no other one above.
Damn, fresh.
Shawty want $1 million. Say make a wire. Tell me to wanna cover my girl. He say all our friends are leave me la vida loca. If I'm me, my lover. Yeah, you for there for me. You for there. When the boy they hunger, I for die for you. But you say if you don't get money, hide your face. Hide my face. Make another man picking on my race. I love you, no mean say. If you say make I put one out for fire, fire, burn. I go put one for fire. You know mean say. If you say make I put one like for fire, fire, burn. I go put like for fire. You got no bad fake, give me love, make a love, make my love back. No, give me love, make a love, you can take them out. I know you do my love, make a love, see go there. I don't want to break the love, all I see you there. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you, baby. I don't want to be able to do it. Love, make a love, I see you there. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you, baby. I don't want to be able to do it. Love, I see you there. Nobody, 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 nobody. No one has me with nobody, 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 nobody. Baby, this your body, no be yeah. I tell you say you fine, you know they care. Me I know be doggy. I see you with the soji. Anyway, me I know go get. Not only you and the one time sweat. So don't waste time, baby, my rose. Ooh yeah, cause it be you I want, it be you I they want. Oh, I go prove my love, I go risk it all. I don't wanna guess, you there with another man. Wherever you go, okay. I don't wanna let go, I feel with another man. I don't wanna guess, you there with another man. Wherever you go, okay. I don't wanna see you with nobody, 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 nobody. I'm again up so.
Yep. Up next, Ben Bracco.
A whole lot more dance where this is coming from, but Prem Bracco is coming up now. Stay tuned. Hey.
I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My thought of mom is loaded. Me you can fag up, but I'm on board. I'm on duty, but I'm on low-key. They want do me, they want do me, they want do me, but they want do me. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I just flew in from Miami. Peru, para, Peru, Peru.
How can we know this song?
I'm loose. If a Peru done the fire, I'm loose. If a Peru done the fire.
For 25 minutes of Ben Bracco, right?
Say me, I never seen a girl like you. Say you like my tattoos. Tell me I want to be inside you. She's my woman. Inside Puna, sweet like sugar. In my new van, come to me, I just swim like tuna. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I'm in San Francisco, Johnny. When you won't want me, when you won't want me, I just flew in from Miami.
Then we there he is. Ben. we sent a party down.
All right. Out of Ghana. 2 a.m. it is. Mr. Ben Bracco is live in here. Peliku Pacheco, I'm handing it over to you, man. It's a party already.
Ben,
I can sense it.
Right? We just sent a search party to Dayton, Ohio to go look for you. Because we couldn't find you on the cameras. Wow. You're in Accra?
Yeah, just up in Accra, yeah.
Where in Accra? Yeah. Let me disclose you so everybody will know where you are. Where in Accra are you?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, you're good, all right.
Yeah.
How's Accra? How's the feeling? How's Accra?
Oh, Accra is fantastic. It just gets too hot these days, but
it does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. Ben, thank you for joining us. This is special.
It's my pleasure.
This is special. Listen, let me just couch it for you. We're excited to tap into your extreme iconic status because Presec is doing an iconic thing. The road to $1 million. We're not here to prove anything. We're just here to help people. So we're creating an endowment fund, $1 million. And when we looked around, we said, you know what? We need an icon of an artist. And that was you. And so thank you for accepting our invitation, for sharing time with us. Look, I don't know what to say, but to say that, we're tapping into your legacy. What's legacy to you? And I'll tell you why I'm asking in a second. Go ahead. What's legacy to you?
Legacy to me is bequeathing something that is recognizable as, you showing by your living example, your love for your own people, your culture, your heritage, and leading by example. Yeah.
Well, for some people, we're in America, life is good, we get around. Why should we still be looking at Presec or St. Augustine's in your case and bequeathing and giving back and all that stuff? How does that sound to you?
Well, that sounds to me like, somebody who has or lives an examined life, and knows that, they're not an island, that they're part of a community, out of which through other people's contributions and stuff and through their ancestry have come to where they are today, and that they have been given the responsibility of creating something better than they inherited for the future and for the unborn, to strengthen the bonds and the
affiliations and everything
history that they were bequeathed with here, so that they can leave something greater for the future.
I get the sense that you get that, you understand that. You know where I get it from your album, Baya. It's interesting. Okay. When you were doing that album, what were you thinking? Because virtually all the songs were, they were sing-alongable, they were just fun songs. They were songs of our youth, your youth, other people's youth, generational folklore music. And you made this phenomenal global international thing with these songs that we sing in the bathroom, on the compound. What was the inspiration for that?
Well, I'll tell you what, I wrote all those songs on that album when I was in the university in my final year. And that was a period of major growth for me, mentally and spiritually, And one of my hall tutors, a guy called Professor Saripoku, actually put me on that road. You see, you have to have the inclination already for advice to be useful. So it just crystallized it for me. And then I realized that I had a lot of love and empathy for, those kind of things, especially my culture, and to understand my culture, the philosophy of my culture, in terms of that I'm part of a continuity, and that I came to inherit something and I have to do my bit, to leave something. Yeah, I'm part of a community.
Listen, Ben, you've done more than your bit, and it's not like you stopped. You live in Dayton, Ohio, for the most part, right?
Yeah, I live in Lima, Ohio. Actually.
Lima.
Yeah.
What are you doing in Ghana right now? What brings you to Ghana?
Well, I came to Ghana to launch a charity called We Are Us. We Are Us. That means Nyanyihara.
Nyanyihara.
Nasin ma Nyankopon zema hen ancestors were honed over thousands of years, Ha oye bibi sonkwa nchode yesomiye ewa na onra no botu dia kwenyim ewa And see here in that we are relying on this great heritage. And, it would be very stupid of us to abandon it like, we're trying to do. We have to know that colonialism was an aberration.
Absolutely.
And an interruption, okay, of something that was fantastic and great. And now we have to revert to our original status and then use the skills and facilities available to create something that's beautiful, that's unique, that the world has never seen before.
And at the risk of, prodding you on a little bit, speak for a minute exactly about some of the things you're doing. Because I've read some of it and it's fantastic, but better coming from you than me. weareus.org.
Yeah, We Are Us. The whole purpose of We Are Us is to empower, or shall I say re-empower, our traditional communities in their within their culture and their leadership to come together and work together through self-help to create the things that they need to better their communities. Because, government doesn't do these things. Okay? Government is not even present in our traditional communities. And any country that is worth its salt, depends on the rural communities. The cities and urban areas are just for administrative purposes and for, facilitating the productions that happen in the rural areas on the agro and the fisheries, as well as maybe mining and other stuff. You understand? So where we have dying villages because there's no focus on them, there's no plan for them. We are really,
losing out.
Yeah. We are living a facade, and you just break the surface and you find that it's nothing. Okay?
Right.
And if you lose your culture, if you want to be like the white, they might as well give it to them because they know how to be white.
Exactly.
Okay. But if we want to be real, then we've got to deal with our heritage and our culture and use it to, use it to make all our people, work with all our people together to create something beautiful.
So it sounds like you're big on legacy, heritage, community, and development.
Humongous.
Well, you're in the right spot tonight. That's why we're here. That's what we're talking about. Giving back to our community that raised and nurtured us, made us lawyers, doctors, nurses, carpenters, drivers, whatever it is, wherever your station is. We want to give back to Presec. We want to tap into that force. I want to talk for a second about your music. When you look, Mary Maguzi, I mean, that's one of my favorites, by the way. In my days at GBC, I think almost every time I would leave, it would be my swan song. Where was that? Where did you get that from? Mary Maguzi, Maya Fraban. But are you inclined to a cappella some song? It can be Mary or any other. Would you?
Okay, I will a cappella this for you. It's part of the.
Go ahead.
It's part of the track called Mokomikrum.
Mokomikrum. Okay. Of course, I like that. I know that.
Yeah, it's not only symbolic of returning home from outside, but it's rediscovering yourself as who you are intended to be. Okay,
let's do it.
And like all the lyrics here. It's a very short piece I'm going to do, but everything here you have to understand the symbolism of it.
Right.
What's there? Wambra, you're not say. What's you conga kasa? Bete guitar boy. Original word. Ono sunusa orusarayin.
Maybe.
Yes.
Oh, man. You can do another stanza, please. I know it and I love it. You want to do another stanza?
Oh, let me see.
Oh, we leave it there.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Let's leave it there. Okay. Look, music comes by inspiration. You woke up in the night to be here. We appreciate you doing a little something for us. Let's talk about Mary. You didn't mean to foreclose things. It wasn't like, Mary, I'm done. I'm not coming back.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Marriage is about the continuity and growth in life. You know, you have various phases in life, and each time there's a closure that allows you to move forward. And so maybe it's never over, you know, because it's, you know, life continues even through your offspring, you know, and all that. So, you know, it's like the reality of life, you know.
Right.
It's all about the moment.
The cycles that you go through.
Yeah, but
Right.
cycles that you go through. But you know, the reality is just the moment.
Right.
You know,
Right.
if you can live and be in the moment, that is really eternity. Because you know, the moment never goes away.
No.
But you have to be in it. You know, you can't be in the moment and be thinking back or be thinking forward. Just be real.
Yeah. I want to take you to you know, when we did a show together, I was MC at the Motown event, which was also a fundraiser, by the way. Fantastic. Yeah. They loved you. You brought the crowd. And I said, it's been a while, but Ben has still got it. Are you still performing? Do you still perform? This was pre-COVID, by the way. Are you still performing?
Oh, yes. I'm still performing. But I don't perform too much because of the COVID, you know.
Because, of course.
But you know, like I'm getting myself ready.
To,
okay. You know, do more and more, you know.
Right.
Do more recordings. You know, I have a lot to give. As long as I got the heartbeats.
Right.
You know, I'll forever be doing these things. Look, my phone is dying, so let me quickly
go ahead.
Get the plug, and you know.
Please do the plug. Do the plug, please, quick.
Okay.
Before your phone goes. But thank you. This is beautiful. Go ahead, you know, plug it. Tell people what you're doing and what's coming up next, if you need to.
Yeah. Right. So
there's no doomsday in Accra, is there?
No, there is.
This is self-induced.
No, yeah, this is self-induced. I mean,
okay. Look, life happens. It's 2 a.m. in Accra. There's no reason we cannot appreciate this. Okay. Are we in? Did you get it?
No, this is not working. Oh, yes, it should be.
It should be, yeah. Well, I see you. Everyone sees you here, Ben.
Okay.
I know we didn't mention, you know, your other affiliate schools at Chimota, St. Augustine's and all that, but we're also about expanding the horizon, collaborating and working together. Some people say, oh, but did he go to Presec? I said, why should he go to Presec? I mean, I emceed at Chimota thing. Fisher went to 10 schools. He's still going to school, as a matter of fact. You know, come on. What does it matter, really? And Ben, I've seen pictures of you and the wife. She's beautiful. Is she there?
In Ghana, you know.
Okay. Photographs?
Yeah, these are portraits on the wall.
Right.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. When is your next gig? You're doing a fundraiser. We Are Us.
Fundraiser tomorrow.
Okay.
It's actually the launch of our charity, and this is an all-inclusive charity. And you know what you were saying, what you were just saying is so, you know, fundamental, you know, to good lifestyle, because you know we're not an island, you know.
No.
That is how, you know, people tell us that our tribes create conflict. They don't. They've been living together for thousands of years. Of course, there are conflicts here and there, but you know, they relate and they trade and they grow together. You understand?
Right.
So you can't say that, okay, I'm a Chimotan, so I don't deal with, you know, you can't say that I'm a guy, so I don't deal with, you know, Ashanti. You know, that's stupid. That's backward.
It is.
You know.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Ben, again, you know, I'm talkative. If they give me an hour, I can chat you up. We can just keep talking. But look, thank you. It's 2 a.m. You're in Accra.
One thing before I go.
Absolutely. Drop it.
Yeah. that is, we are launching We Are Us tomorrow. And We Are Us is for all of us, you know. It's for us to nurture our origins, especially in the rural areas. We all come from a village or two, okay? And we have to make sure that this rural development through our traditions carries on. And you know, we reinvigorate them. So everybody's welcome to join. You can join us tomorrow at the launch. It's a virtual launch.
It's virtual. What time?
Okay. It starts from 6:30 Ghana time.
Wonderful.
I think
about
maybe
2 p.m. depending where you are.
Yeah.
Where you're in America, Central Time.
Yeah.
And
so you're all welcome on board. It's, you know, everything is for everybody.
Bonding.
We are us and we are one.
Exactly. Bonding with Ben Bracco, the icon. Thank you so much for making this so special for Odadee. We'll invite you when the 1 million is all in for the launch. All right.
Okay.
When we get the 1 million in, we'll be there. All right. Well, thank you. That's a beautiful one. Thank you very much, Ben Bracco. For sure.
Thanks for having me.
Let's do it. Thank you so much. Always a delight.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Hey, my crew. Ajay, me am frappa.
Moko school, mama. Make today,
Hey, my crew.
The son of the soil. Proud Ghanaian.
And now that's mine.
Ben Bracco is his name. You just had him live on Friday Night Live. And in the background, of course, music from that album by I'll finish.
Wrapping it up.
Right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ben Bracco. Thank you very much, Kweku Boafuajuman.
Good for you.
Odadee North America president coming up pretty soon with his remarks. And then it's the endowment video rolling and then rolling on to the big bus. Stay tuned. It's a Presec night.
Oh, Emiara. It's a motor summer, Sawa, Megan yo, Engage, Nebusi, and Ham, Nayaku. Now, Sam, and I remember, Missy, Emmy. Until you oh, Emio. This is my Paco, nothing slim, Mona Mebwa, Mopapa guitar, Mokamasa, the show there. Simply say, oh, Santo, it's missing. Yeah, Emio. Tonyo, Agoria Tawa, Mary Maguzo.
Mr. Ben Bracco let us know that he's done, and we are done with the talk segment. All right then, let's move on to what comes up next. And as soon as Mr. President is ready, we'll get him on there. Mr. Kofi Poku, are you ready to give your speech? Remarks from the Odadee North America president. And as soon as we get that next, we'll roll with the program. Stay tuned. It's an Odadee evening. Kofi is here. Let's go.
Well, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Well, fellow Odadeers and global executives present, special guest of honor, Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Makwe, Reverend Ambrose Samoa, and our legendary high life guest artist, Ben Bracco. Thank you so much for honoring the call tonight and sharing such great pearls of wisdom with us. And please bear with me, I'm a bit under the weather. So I'll just make my my very best to be as brief as possible, but also share a few thoughts with you. Also, our leaders and representatives of the Super Fraternal Organization of Ghana Secondary Schools that are present tonight, which is also known as Super Fork. I believe we heard MC Pacheco mention a bit about that. This has been a great organization that has been geared towards really sparing each other to do greater things. I know the Vice Chairman, Minnie Titus Glover, is on here, as well as other representatives, Irabna, which is the president for Wesley Girls High School, Barbara, who's an executive for Holy Child, Prata Braco Castro, president for Infancipim or Mobile USA. And of course, we have Ibri Girls, which is our sister school, president for North America, Janet Braco, and other executives on here as well. And all protocols observed, really. It is an honor, excuse me, it is an honor to share a few thoughts with you this evening. So first of all, sincere thanks to everyone who has joined us tonight as we celebrate our journey and launch our endowment fund, which is a historic moment for the Odadee North America chapter. I want you to know that we are so glad and we are so grateful that you are a part of this tonight. Now, this year has been such an extraordinary one for us, as we have accomplished a lot as a chapter in just 9 months of our tenure. I credit these accomplishments to an amazing team of leaders and extraordinarily talented minds who have worked tirelessly to bring us this far. Our predecessors in the likes of Reverend Ebenezer Makwe, whom you heard from tonight, and our immediate past North America President, Senior Sam Ado, have paved the way. And so I'm just humbled to say that the leadership of this chapter has only catapulted us to greater heights. The executive board members are on the call, and I wish I could mention every single person, but I want to say thank you to all of them before each and every one of you, because they truly are the engine of this organization, right? And please help me thank all our executive board members, regional leaders, committee chairs. We have our welfare committee chair, Senior Adam Boche, aka Senior Factoria, on the call. We have our fundraising committee chair, Senior Eric Yaboy, who is also spearheading this endowment fund launch and the whole endowment fund program on the call as well. And I just want to say a big thank you to our global leadership for every support shown. Trust me, guys, it's been conversations, it's been work-throughs to get to this point. And so I want to make sure everyone is recognized. Let me not forget to mention that the $250,000 ultra-modern food court known as Manguase, established by the North America chapter, was commissioned about a week or so ago. And many thanks to the immediate past NA executive team under the leadership of Senior Sam Ado. I know Vice President Senior Bogonato or Senior Alex Daco is on the call as well as other executives. Senior Fico is on here. Thank you for such a stupendous job done. And next year has some exciting things planned in the pipeline, including a massive reunion for all Odadeers in North America and other key initiatives. I know you don't want to be left out, so please stay tuned and stay connected. Now, in the interest of time, a communique will be sent out highlighting this year's efforts. So just be on the lookout for that. We couldn't have done it without each and every one of you, so thank you. As we're still in the spirit of gratitude, I want to highlight the regional leader of the quarter. Now, when we started, we wanted to make sure that we celebrate our leaders who are making extraordinary efforts to ensure that the vision, objectives, and the goals of this chapter is really spurring on and making a difference, right? And so I cannot talk about this particular regional leader without mentioning his phenomenal wife. I call them the formidable duo. These two have been a force in various implementations within our chapter. And I'm also proud to share that his wife, Lydia, actually did attend the Bree Girls. And so this is really what we call the Pregis fire, the Preseke Bugis fire, which is fully ablaze. So congratulations to Bismarck and Lydia. I mean, you will see the flyer later on different platforms, but trust me, these two have done an extraordinary job within the last quarter and even before that, leading to today, always ready to serve and always making a difference. So we want to congratulate you once again and thank you for being the leader that Odadee desires to model for all of us. Now tonight, I want to speak to you briefly about legacy. See, this endowment fund and our involvement as a family is about legacy. We've heard different definitions from our different guests. You know, I love what Reverend Marquis shared about passing down wealth. You know, when we talk about wealth, it's not just monetary aspects. He talked about, you know, how his vision for being vibrant, being visible, you know, and a whole lot, just to really encourage us to think big picture, right? We heard from Reverend Ambrose someone talk about, you know, being able to do something that is greater than us. And you know, Ben Bracco talked about living an examined life, right? But the best way I've learned legacy is this, that the things we do for ourselves are gone when we leave this earth, but the things we do for others live on. See, legacy is about lasting remembrance to one's name because their actions are engraved on hearts of those who are impacted by it. It is not leaving something for people. It's actually leaving something in people. The Odadee is a great brand, but how can we sustain this brand and pass on the torch to future generations if we do not cement our legacy by our increased involvement and benevolence to a call and cause greater than our own? Tonight, an opportunity presents itself for us to collectively make our mark and etch our names not only in the books of Preseke, but in the hearts and minds of every student that benefits from this fund for generations to come. I won't go much into detail about the fund, as our chair for the fund in the person of Odadee Eric Boy will share more on it after me. By the way, help me thank him and the team. There were late nights and dawn meetings, trust me, to bring this project to fruition. And he always answered to the call. Also, a big thank you to our Harvard-trained lawyer, Odadee Benjamin Kwachi, who oversaw the language in the document to ensure that we have the documentation well put together. Our Global Vice President, Patricia Obonai, and other team members who ensured that we were also in alignment, you know, to create that one Odadee brand. So thank you all so much. But tonight, I want to leave you with two thought-provoking questions, and I really want us to pay attention. Because you see, when we talk about alumni organizations, we can always brag about our schools. We can always talk about how wonderful we are. But how are we paying it forward? So I want to leave these two thought-provoking questions for you. Now, the first one is this, that as a byproduct of this great school, what do we want to be remembered for? As a byproduct of this great school, what do we want to be remembered for? And the second question is this, are we living in a way that reflects that? See, tonight I came with thought-provoking questions because you see, I genuinely signed up for this role because I believe you and I can leave a legacy for our alma mater. And the time truly is now. See, and oftentimes alumni organizations have struggled, not because they don't have the people or leadership, but because majority sat on the fence. You know, I've loosely heard people say Odadees aren't great at giving, but today I want to debunk that by saying that Odadees have the men, and we're going to back our words by our actions, because everyone has something valuable to bring to the table. I want you to imagine how much of a collective impact we'll make if we decide to leave a legacy together as a family. See, this might be something that, some of us might feel like maybe I need a little bit more convinced, but I want to take your mind back to something Reverend Markwei shared with us during his interview. He said, being a part of your alumni organization shouldn't be something where you feel forced in giving or where you feel like I have to do this. It must come from a place of willingness and joy. It must come from a place of just wanting to be a part of something greater. But I want to use this night to plead with every Odadee on this call and those that are not. And guess what? Those who are on this call bear the equal responsibility and honor to reach those who are not. For us to know that the time for us to answer to the call of our school is now. This endowment fund is just the beginning of greater and better that we can do for our school. The time for us to only sit aside and let a few do the work should be done, because we have so many great men. We have so many capable hands. We have so many great minds. We have so many able bodies. And tonight I'm seeing many, including even those that may not have made it for one reason or the other, but I know and believe that you and I have a tremendous opportunity. So tonight, I want to leave you with one last quote, and I'm going to turn it over to the chair. See, this is a quote that I love about legacy. It says that the legacy of heroes is in the memory of a great name and in the inheritance of a great example. See, the name is not enough. It's in the example of the name that the stories are told. So long live Odadee and long live Presec, Illuminato Videbimos Man. Now, this man I'm about to introduce is none other than our very own Senior Eric Yaboy. Relentless, fierce, humble, emulates and really puts his money where his mouth is. He is a whole embodiment of what Odadee stands for and more. And before he speaks, we have a video that we put together to hear from a few of our folks on their thoughts about why this endowment fund is so important. So if our team can play that video for us now. Thank you very much.
The history of our alma mater can be said to be that of honorable ambition, held in check by inadequate financial resources. Our predecessors' vision of a school that prepares students for intellectual excellence and founded on Christian principles has always been clear. The path to get there, however, has not been as clear. Presec was born at Odumase in 1938, but the space and conditions there did not match the ambition of the new school. So in 1968, the campus at Legon was established to solve that problem. For more than 50 years, Presecans past and present have come through its gates and formed lifelong bonds with each other. 100 years from now, Legon Presec will be there for new generations of students and teachers in the same way it has been there for us. In a way, the land granted at Legon was our first endowment. Just as our predecessors, by moving from Odumase to Legon, established an endowment of land to solve the problem of space permanently, we too must move from erratic and insufficient sources of funding to a more permanent and predictable one through the vehicle of the Presec North America Endowment Fund. Our process is unambiguous. We start by raising $1 million in 2022, invest the money wisely and patiently, and when we reach a certain level of assets, we use some of the profits from the investment to undertake meaningful projects for the benefit of the school.
This will not only cement our legacy, but it will go a long way to improve the quality of education, help with much needed infrastructure building, as well as support students who may have financial difficulties. I encourage everyone to join in to help with this initiative.
An Odadee North America Endowment Fund will be the engine that will power our visions into legacies.
I therefore challenge each and every one of us to join the road to $1 million for Presec.
I fully support the establishment of an endowment fund for Presby Boys Legon.
I want you to partake in this endowment fund
because this is the way that we have our legacy continued in the generations to come. So come along and join us.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the North American chapter on the setting up of the $1 million endowment fund. You've always been pace setters when it comes to a lot of things, and I want to take this opportunity to applaud you for this initiative. It's a brilliant idea, and I also learn treat on each and every second within the North American fraternity to contribute towards this endowment fund to help support our alma mater PESEC. Thank you, North America. Congratulations once again, and may God bless each and every one.
The decisions we make today will determine the stories that we tell tomorrow. So what stories are we willing to tell tomorrow as PESEC is woven into the fabric of our lives? This endowment fund is an opportunity for you and I to leave a lasting legacy, to make our mark and to pay it forward. So join us as we trudge along on this journey of raising $1 million for our beloved alma mater. Illuminator Videbimus.
Thank you, Kofi. And thank you all who have chosen to spend their evening with us. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate all the different schools that have come to support the cause. Please know that we'll be there to support yours as well. As our brother and dear friend Ben Bracco said, our destinies are intertwined with each other, and we are not distinct or separate from each other. So thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting our cause. This evening, I'm going to make our presentation very short. I know it's sort of late and we want to have some fun. Reverend Marquez said two things that he always had in mind in building a great team was, one, a good team. And then the second was just good people. And then I think he forgot a third, which is checkbook, right? It takes money to do a lot of things. So tonight, I want to remind everyone, we have a check. We should bring our checkbooks and give generously. The idea of the endowment fund is, I would have to say, is not exactly mine alone. And just as Ben Bracco said, it is sort of an idea that has percolated amongst members of the group. And I'm simply giving voice to all of that which we feel. And I believe these are things that generations prior to us saw the goodness in those things and began to do them in their own way. And so, for example, I see the land at Legon as our first endowment, where we had a permanent sort of piece of land where we could call our own and build on. This idea of the endowment fund is that every now and then we have projects, we have to undertake projects. And whenever it comes to project time, we are often left with the benevolence of a few contributors, or we start projects and run out of funds very quickly. And the idea of setting up the fund is this, that we are going to raise enough money in the millions of dollars so that the profits alone from those investments can fund meaningful projects, can fund multi-year projects. And so this evening, I just want you to think about that and think about what that means for generations to come. In the speeches that we had so far, or in the conversations that we've been having, Pacheco said that life wasn't a sprint, but a marathon. And I believe that it is not just a sprint and not just a marathon, but a relay. And that we run our race and we hand the baton over to the next generation. So a well-lived life is, to me, one where an individual knows how to collect the baton from the person that runs before them. And the baton in some ways could mean the knowledge that they acquire from their teachers or from their parents or from their community. They run the race faithfully, they run their part, and then they also hand the baton off to the next one. So the race doesn't begin or end with them. They realize that they are part of a continuum, part of something that lasts forever. And so all I want to say to us is that this endowment that we are going to start today isn't something that is going to end with us. It's going to be continued. And so I encourage all of us to come, give money, donate, knowing that this then is going to be the seed that grows into something really big down the road. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, it's going to be there. And it's going to produce enough funds to undertake meaningful projects. For the other sister and brother schools that are attending, thank you so much. And I hope that these ideas are ideas that also take root in your own organizations. And when time comes for us to come support you in building yours, PRESEC would be there for you just as you have been here for us. So I would stop and then take maybe a few questions on how we plan to run it or what we expect people to do and so forth and so forth.
I have a quick one. This is Michael Comey.
Hey.
What is the time frame? How long are we looking at? Are we taking the entire year to gather up these funds? What should I say? What's the target? What's the length of time that we are hoping to gather this $1 million?
Okay, so our target is to collect $1 million, raise $1 million in 2022. So that is next year.
Oh, not 20 minutes.
I'm sorry.
I thought in 20 minutes we could do this now and get it over and done with.
well, if we have someone who is going to write a check for that, sure, we can do it in 20 minutes.
Hey, we're pre-seconds, you never know, but go ahead.
I know, I'm just trying to be realistic, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the idea is we want to raise $1 million in 2022, but keep giving. And so we want to hit a target of at least $5 million within the next 5 years. And then once you hit $5 million within the next 5 years, if we invest the money and we are able to hit, let's say, 20% return, that means that that money can generate an extra $1 million every year from that point on. So the idea is that, again, we raise a lot of money because time is what makes an investment increase, right? So let us raise as much money as we can now. And then once we have enough money, over time, it's just the process of compounding is going to increase the money to a point where we can undertake meaningful projects, and also to the point where we wouldn't have to rely on individual contributions as much to sustain ongoing projects, because we'll have a pot of money which generates that sort of finances that will support those projects. So again, the answer is the target is to raise $1 million in 2022, to raise $5 million within 5 years, and then beyond, have the money grow up onto a point where it is significant. So if we take $1 million, for example, like Pacheco said, we are PRESEC, 100 people given $10,000 each would give us $1 million easily, right?
Yep.
And so the challenge is for us to give as much as we can, each person contribute to their strength. And if we all do what we can, I believe the goal is very achievable.
Okay, so as a follow-up to that, but this would go to Kofi. Is this what you gave, the hint that you gave during the AGM with regards to dues paying for NA?
Well, thank you for the question. Actually, this is separate. So the dues payment is really to run our operations. If you've noticed, as a chapter, we've never collected dues since we started in 2016. So as we're still talking financial matters, I guess this is a little bit off topic, but from next year, we just wanted to take $10 a month or your $120 a year, just to help us run affairs of this chapter. I mean, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, looking at filing our taxes, other expenses, operational expenses that come with events like Friday Night Live, and not to mention the fact that we want to make sure that we create more platforms, hopefully in person for next year, as we're striving for that, where we can come together and really have a good time. We don't want people to feel that if you're a part of an alumni organization, it's always about what we can get from you. We also want to pour into the organization, right? And so the best way we can do that collectively as a team is if we give, we put in our widow's mic here and there to help move that. But for tonight, this endowment fund is very intentional because, I want, in addition to Senior Eric, if I may, for just a minute, when we think about projects, sometimes projects are left halfway. Sometimes projects are started and never completed, or the need of the project surpasses its intended time because not enough capital was available. And so this is a tremendous opportunity for us to say that in order for us not to always be reactive to every need that we have, we've been able to set up a fund that helps the schools. Think about the Harvard universities and all the schools we see around. Their success, a lot of times, is as a result of the endowments that they've established. All right. And so we really want to emulate that example. And I really believe to what Senior Eric was saying, that this $1 million for 2022 is really more than achievable, knowing that we have the man. And that's just my 2 cents.
I just have a quick question, if I can chime in real quick. I can't be on camera because I'm in a compromised position, but I mean, it's easy to visualize how we can raise $1 million in 1 year. I'm not so sure about raising $5 million in 5 years. I mean, where are the donors going to come from? I'm just wondering, wouldn't it be better to raise the $1 million and sort of invest the 1 million to yield more and more dividends? I mean, what do you think?
Okay, so I'll take that question. So if you think of the sort of things that need to be done in PRESEC in order to move it from the current state where projects are sort of
conversation. We should just take 2 questions.
Where projects are sort of they are not well funded or well planned, right? We need quite a bit of money. The $1 million is just the start. And what I'm saying is that if we have 100 PRESECans who are going to give $10,000, right, for next year, we are going to hit the 1 million. If we have the same PRESECans who give another 10,000, right, for the subsequent year, so 10,000 each year, which means $50,000 over the next 5 years, that is $5 million. Now, if we invest the money wisely, right, and we say make anywhere. Yes.
Can I interrupt you there? I don't mean to be rude.
No problem.
My point is this. Okay, it's easy to find 100 PRESECans. Is it so easy for them to donate $10,000 each? I'm not sure. That's an open question. Now, the remaining $4 million, are you going to be looking to the same 100 PRESECans or another 400 PRESECans? What do you have in your mind?
Okay, so let me be clear. The $1 million, I used 100 by 10,000 as an example. We have 500 members, or at least 500 registered members, right? And so I expect everyone to give according to their strength. So all 500 members give money to hit this 1 million target. That would be $2,000 per head. And if we all give something, then the burden on each individual is not as big as it would be if we had fewer people giving. And so I'm not saying that the thing is 10,000 and we need only 100 people to give. We need everyone to give, starting from say 500 and up, right?
And Senior Eric, if I may, I'm not sure, I couldn't see the name of the person that was asking the question, but just so you know, there is actually a drafted document that spells out this endowment fund, which was put together by Senior Eric and the fundraising committee. And this document also helps it's going to be shared so you have a copy of it, right? But just for your own clarification, it's not that we're raising $1 million and we are going to spend the $1 million. The goal is that the $1 million becomes the principal of which we can gain interest on. And that interest is what can be dispensed to the school. See, so we're not just saying we're raising $1 million, we're giving it away next year, we're raising another $1 million. So your question earlier on about
I know how endowment funds work. I know how they work.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't know if I can come in, Frank, in the interest of time. I think we can continue the conversations on the nuances, but if we could kind of move along a little bit, as MC, I have to worry about time.
No problem.
So I don't mean to be rude, to borrow your words, but look, we all have questions on our minds, but we're pre-sick. We're Odadee. We're talking $1 million. We're talking 5. So what? We got 4.5. We didn't get 5 million. So what? We still made good money. It helps the school. So let's move it. Yeah.
Pacheco, please, just a few seconds. And
sure.
Senior Frank, we respect your questions, and anyone else who has questions, please, this is going to be ongoing.
Right.
I did not mean to say that you didn't understand endowments. I think that the goal there is, I know the question is, how do we get to 5 million in 5 years and all? Let's just say, let's get to 1 million. Let's get to 1 million. And when we get there, let's decide on the next course. What our fundraising chair has shared is the greater vision for 5 years. Let's make our mark for 2022 with 1 million. Let's see how we do, and then we can decide from there. And I think that's fair.
Could I ask a question?
I can agree with that.
Thank you, Frank.
Could I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay. I know Odadee North America is a 501c.
Mm-hmm.
So by getting all these funds from fellow Odadees, they're coming in as donations, correct? And
yes.
Obviously going to be receiving donation receipts at the end of the year to file their taxes.
Right.
So this money, 1 million or whatever it is that we're able to get, gets invested somewhere with the aim of earning some reasonable interest on that, 20%, 10%, whatever it is. Are you running that aspect of it through the 501c, or you're structuring it differently? Because then there are, and I'm sure, Senior Yaboy and all the rest, you've thought that's true, but it gets a bit complicated from a tax perspective, and then also bearing in mind what we set up initially, the 501c to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm sure in all the documents that you have that you'll be circulating that these would have been covered, but just want to know, is it going to be flowing through the 501c, or it's going to be structured differently, like another ad hoc or affiliate or whatever it is for, we need to look into the tax aspect of it and the tax planning, because are you thinking about getting 20%, but tax takes a chunk of it too also, right? So, for tax planning purposes, we need to look at all the structure and all that stuff and how to get it organized.
So can I say something very quickly?
Yeah.
So no, I think that, I mean, I'm not a tax lawyer, but I think that so long as the organization stays within its charitable purposes, I mean, there's unrelated business income tax. So if you veer off into unrelated business, then it becomes taxable. But I think that if it stays within its taxable purposes, we should be fine.
I was going to say that, Lawyer Kwachi, because I do know one of the conversations we've had with Senior Pacheco regarding a different project prior was really to first take a look at our 501c3 and to Senior Alex's point, what are our parameters, right? What does our 501c3 registration permit us to do? And I think in the context of what we're doing, to Senior Kwachi's point, we should be good. If there are any changes from a financial standpoint where we seem to have more than what we're signing up for, that is where we need to notify the IRS, and we would just have to change the type of status that we have. So right. I don't think it's going to deter us from the goal.
And again, in the interest of time, I mean, I was involved in I incorporated our 501c3. I did some of the work for that. There's nothing to say if you grow, by leaps and bounds, you cannot amend. So it's really it's a very simple process of amending and changing your status. You start with a certain amount, all of a sudden, you're getting more money, you're at $1 million. You'll do that, and then you have to do the tax filing as is appropriate. So your question is almost like, if I can make more money, should I not? Because, I want to keep my filing simple and easy. And I'd say, no, make the money and figure out how you're going to file your taxes pursuant to your new status. So yes, it's easily doable to my mind.
Anyway, I mean, but it's certainly something that we
should be thinking about, yes.
Yeah, we'll be monitoring. I mean, I think that we're fine. We can make money so long as it's within our charitable purposes.
Yeah.
I can speak to that. My church is a 501c3
for making money, but has to be within its charitable.
Right.
I was saying my church is a 501c, and we have investments that come in with dividends and stuff. But as long as a percentage of what you make is given in donation, you should be fine.
Wow, I get the sense we're about to make $1 million right now, like here and now. That would be great. Look, Eric, I told you not 2022. I said 20 minutes.
But Alex's questions are very well.
It's very relevant. Oh yeah, Alex was he's our accountant, so he knows
valid questions.
He was too, so he knows what he's talking about. Yeah.
Who's that accountant?
Alex was. Yeah.
Oh, Alex. Oh yeah, these are very valid questions.
He knows the numbers.
Something we need to watch going forward, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. So the other
I have a question though. Is that okay if I ask a question? Hello.
Can we take one question and kind of just wrap this up?
Yeah. Can I go ahead with that?
Yes. Right.
Oh, okay. Yes. So my name is Richard. Richard Akuma. I'm 93. Yeah. So the question I have is, so we're talking about endowment funds and all that, and we're talking about multiplying this, basically invest in it. So it means that we're going to have to use a fund management company or setup. I want to know if whoever or an entity that is going to manage this fund is an Odadee established management fund company or an Odadee fund manager. Do we have anything of that? Thank you.
Okay, so initially, our plan is to invest in exchange traded funds, index funds, because they are well diversified and they are simple to manage. And so in that sense, you don't need to hire a manager who is going to charge you 2% and 20% of your profits to do that. And so to conserve our resources, we would limit what we invest in to just ETFs. And we're going to open the account, and it's going to be managed by the finance committee. So there's going to be no charges to the fund for external management because you're not going to have an external manager.
Yeah, I think that is comforting to know because these days money can be going anywhere.
Right.
That's we just disappear into the air and start running after it. No.
Yeah,
So
see,
it
we
is
have a
comforting to know.
solid. Yeah, we have a solid fundraising committee team. They're a team of 5 individuals, and trust me, they're well gentlemen who are really spearheading this project. So, as the president of this chapter, I really want to assure everyone that these are gentlemen who are men of integrity and who really know what they're doing. So, no worries there at all. But then again, you know, whatever questions we have, please do not hesitate. We may not take every question right now, but one of the things that I would encourage that we stay away from is, you know, deciding what we can and cannot do right now. Like, let's not scare ourselves out of it. Let's be positive. Let's be intentional. If 2022 is $1 million, let our goal be $1 million for 2022, and let's keep deciding from there.
Yeah. I would also add that in addition to being people of integrity, don't just take our word for it. We promise you accountability and transparency. So you'd have the fund documents, all our investments, statements of accounts, how much money comes in, goes out, what are the rules for distributing funds, for example. And so you're going to have complete and total transparency for that.
Good job. Mr. Chairman of the Fundraising Committee, where do we go from here? You ready to take my purse?
Yes,
there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. I can throw it to you right now.
So,
but, yeah.
So the deal is this. We want people to give commitment, right? And so we're going to text your commitment, your pledges for how much you're going to give to the fund to this number, 203-829-1995.
Can we put the number on the screen, please, if possible?
Sure.
Our switchers, if you will, so that we can have the number. Eric, please say it again.
203. It's in the chat.
Oh, it's in the chat room. It's in the chat.
Yeah, 203.
Okay.
829-1995.
Okay.
So text your pledge, your name and the amount, and then we'll follow up with you to collect it. And as chairman of the fund, I would begin by making my own pledge. And as I said, if 100 of us gave 10,000, it would take, we would hit the 1 million with 100 Odadees. So my pledge for 2022 would be $10,000.
Awesome.
Yeah, boy, make sure you test that information to yourself.
CK, I will do that.
Just to follow suit by example as well, as Senior Yaboy mentioned, that if we can find 100 people that can give 10,000 for 2022, I put myself down for 10,000 as well for 2022.
Fantastic.
Kofi.
Okay. So we have 20,000.
And guys, please, don't feel that maybe I cannot give 10,000 or so maybe I'm not going to give anything at all.
Okay,
like Senior Boy said, nothing is too small. Just know that whatever you give is valuable. Maybe you don't have all 10,000. You don't have to pay it all at once, so long as you can honor it in 2022. That would go a long way. So I really want to encourage us, like I mentioned earlier on, the time really is now. So whatever you believe you can give, please send that amount to 829-1995. You know, the days of people saying, oh, per second's are not that great at giving and all this whole, like that stuff is over. So please, you know, let's show our love for PSEC. Let's show that we're really in this together and let's make it happen. And I know we don't want all the silence and everything. So maybe DJ Fisher can give us some music.
Right.
And yeah, we can get.
And before Fisher gives us some music, our Odadee Benjamin Kwachi pledges $5,000.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Hello. You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was talking after Senior Eric, y'all boy finished talking. As a co-chair to the fundraising committee, I'm also pledging 10,000. But it's fine.
Fantastic. That is Daniela J. 10,000. So we have 35,000 so far.
Some of us have to consult with our domestic bosses. So you'll be hearing from us.
No worries. That is
in principle, yes.
Fantastic. That's all
from me.
Yeah, fantastic. And who is this, please?
Frank Kusi.
Oh, Frank.
Thank you. Thank you, Senior Frank.
AKA Ajawa.
Nice one, Frank. Frank, good luck with your wife.
Sure, I'll let her know.
Is that a threat?
It's not a threat. Yeah, we want peace at home.
By all means.
Yeah.
And please imagine if we can even leave here today, and this is just my hope, right? If we can leave here tonight with even 100,000. Just think about that for a second. If we can leave here tonight with at least 10% of that goal, and knowing that we have that established, you know, that we can at least have 10% of that goal pledged. So I want to encourage everyone that's on the call tonight. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to. You don't even have to announce it here. You can just text your amount to, you know, the number that you see, and we will take it from there. Please,
right?
We're urging everyone to be on board. This is not for us. This is not for anyone. It's really for PSEC. And imagine, you know, when we talk about, you know, PSEC being a science college, PSEC being, you know, known for, you know, science and math and even other areas, including the arts. You know, what an honor it would be to know that we have a really well-established fund that lives on for generations, that you can look back and say that, you know, I was part of something greater than myself. You know, that's what this is about. All right, so please, if you're on here, you know, no pressure on anyone, not to make anybody feel bad. This is really to encourage each and every one of us to know that your contributions matter, no matter how much you get.
All right, so let me provide additional transparency. So I have more donations coming in. So Tony Gansa pledges $2,000, and then Lydia and Bismarck pledge $1,000.
Thank you.
So I got a question though. How long do you, if you do the pledge, right? How long do you have to pay it up though?
Oh yeah.
Senior Eric, are you taking that?
Yes. Okay. Sure. So the idea of compounding is that the longer the money is invested, the more money you get out of it, or the more returns you get out of it. So earlier is better than later, but we have until the end of 2022 to pay up the pledge.
And Senior Eric, would it be fair to say that one can pay up in installments?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, so please, you know, you don't have to feel like you have to give it all at once. You know, if you decided to break it up in chunks, you know, the most important thing is that we fulfill our pledges. You know, we're not going with, you know, all the grapevine, you know, all the knowledge of what we know of the past. What we know is that we have the men. And so tonight, We want to prove that we love our school and that we're doing this for our school.
Right. And there are more people that have shown their love for the school. So Godfrey Jima pledges 2,000 and Dr. Francis Beckett Ansah pledges 7,500.
Wow. Thank you, Doc.
Okay,
Man,
with that being said,
these are
I'll
the
give
people that have
$1,000.
always been stepping up. You know, please, we need some more daddies in the house. You know, please, come on, we got to get going. This is exciting. We gotta get going, guys. So please, gentlemen, let's continue to show our love for the school. Maybe you can give us some music. You know, it might ginger some pockets a little bit. You know, someone might
Yeah.
visit.
I don't know if I'm allowed to ask a question before the music.
Sure.
So I'm sure this may have been discussed. Sorry, I had to step away briefly, but I assume that we're gonna have like a fund manager to manage the funds. But
yes, please.
Have we identified what kind of funds we are gonna be, buying or?
Yes, please. I think Senior Eric answered that
Eric,
a while ago about ETFs. But I'll let him touch on it again in the interest of those who might want to hear it again.
Okay.
So Senior Eric.
Okay, so in order to keep our costs low, the fund is going to be self-managed. And in order to make sure we are well diversified, it is going to be indexed funds. So we would invest in the S&P and we wouldn't invest in any securities whose Sharpe ratios are worse than the S&P index.
Okay. I mean, are you considering Vanguard funds or any specific names?
No, exchange traded funds. So you have the
like which company? Is it BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity?
We have State Street. They are spider funds.
Okay.
Those have low costs.
Yeah, I know Vanguard also has very low expense ratios. Any reason that we're not considering some of these well-known institutions?
Yeah, we would consider
any advantages of State Street over, some of the more known ones.
Yeah, the criteria is that it has to be diversified and it has to be low cost.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm sure.
And it has to be also it has to be exchange traded. So we have no issues with transparency and liquidity.
Right. But the reason I keep honing on that is that Vanguard, Fidelity, they all offer similar funds, whether mutual funds or ETFs. So they are known institutions that have been around for a while. So and they have low expense as well. So I'm just wondering, maybe that's something that we can explore later on.
Sure thing.
Absolutely. Eric, I assume that it's fair to say that if people have ideas for investments, they can suggest them to the committee, and the committee will take a look at them, right? And if it fits within, So I think so long as that avenue is open and there's transparency, people should be aware of that. So.
Right.
Absolutely. And actually, this week I had a chance to connect with Senior Eric, our chair. I did mention to him there was one of our seniors who seemed to have a lot of passion and knowledge about, just endowments. And I do intend to connect them this weekend. And this is what it's all about, that we have more hands on deck. We have more individuals that may have ideas and thoughts, regarding this. The committee will not turn it down, so please. Yeah. If you have suggestions, if you have ideas, ways that you think we can be better at this, please bring it forward. This is not a one-man show.
Yeah, Kofi, I think that part is very critical. I think that's very critical. Perhaps we can have a subcommittee, to look at, how the funds are, invested.
Absolutely. And also a point that was just being made to me, which is also very relevant. Some of us work for corporations and companies that do participate in matching, right? They match funds. This is a great opportunity for you to engage your corporate entities to do some fund matching, all right? So please, Do not sit on the fence with that at all. A lot of organizations utilize these opportunities for tax write-offs, right? And so this is a tremendous opportunity for us to engage those entities, especially for a cause such as ours. We have a fully functioning website with all our 501c3 information on there in case they have any questions. And just by example, actually, Lydia, who happens to be Bismarck's wife, the regional leader of the quarter, did initiate a company T. Rowe Price for a matching opportunity for us, just by virtue of just a lack for PRESEC. So that is just an example right there. So please, this is an opportunity right here for all of us to engage in every avenue possible to make sure we reach our goal.
Yeah, Eric, someone is asking about Canadian dollars. So can you elaborate on that a little bit? Yeah, because the investment is going to be done here in the US. So
right.
Can you just
we'll take Canadian dollars and transfer them at the spot rate. So
thank you.
Canadian dollars are welcome. So we have another generous donor. Ebenezer Dazi pledges $1,000. So our total is now $58,500.
58,500. Wow. So we have about 41,500 to go. 41,500 to go for tonight. That we want to reach 100,000 in pledges. Fisho, please, you gotta give us some music, man, so we can just shake it off a bit. I know we have some of our big men thinking through. So yeah.
The total goal is $1 million. In the last few minutes, we've crossed over 5% of that. Man, PRESEC, $58,500, heading for 10% at least tonight. Trying to get to the target of $100,000 tonight. I know definitely that is possible. I know, yes, you've heard the story of Opokuwari raising $70,000 last week. You know the story of Prempeh College raising $100,000 in one night. You know the story of St. Louis last week alone raising $57,000 in a 3-hour show. PRESEC, the goal is $1 million, and tonight they're already at almost $60,000. Endowment fund, set of course by Odadee North America. Eric Yaboy, Kofi Opoku, and the whole team.
Andrew Nyenya pledges $2,000. Andrew Nyenya, thank you so much. $2,000.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Senior Andrew. We appreciate you.
2,000, so I guess takes us over the $60,000 mark for this evening. To each and everyone who's pledged, thank you, of course. Thank you. The road to $1 million starts tonight. And already on night number 1, a major step has been taken.
I know most of these are
more than 5%.
Sorry, I know
on
you're
night
taking
number
from
1.
individuals, right?
And more to come. Stay
Right.
tuned.
How about year groups? Because I'm taking this back to my year group. We'll be having a discussion, and then definitely whatever it is that I get from my year group, I'll revert to the team. So
that is great.
I know we are talking about individuals, but our 92-year group, we have and it's like a group here in the States very vibrant. So I'm taking this back to my year group, and then I'll revert to the team.
Very much appreciated, Senior Mickey. Thank you so much.
And Senior Mickey, please, we're on good record. So whatever you collect, the names and the amounts are important to us.
That's how we go about it. So I'll definitely let you know.
Fantastic. So we have Senior George Pabi pledging $1,000. George Pabi, thank you so much for your generosity.
Thank you, Senior George.
The gates to $1 million have been opened already today. Off we go.
Call your mommy, make I call my mommy. Where they everybody they should hear what I have to say. My baby, pretty baby. Oh my sexy lady, I can't wait for our wedding. And on that day, happy birthday goes Suja. And on that day, happy birthday goes Suja. Open gate, then go open gate, oh. Open gate, then go open for you. Open gate, open gate, oh. Open gate, then go open for you. Sabe, conto mi de, 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 I no go tire for your love. We are together for better, for worse. I go to church, I join the choir for your love. I go carry cargo just to make you fine. Oh, if I don't get today, I'll come tomorrow. Even if I forgot, oh yeah. If I don't get today, I go make come tomorrow. Even if I forgot, oh yeah, baby. Very soon, open gate, then go open gate, oh. Open gate, then go open for you. Open gate, open gate, oh. Open gate, then go open for you. Sabe, conto mi de, 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 sabe, conto mi de. Oh my, yeah. I want to see you shaky for that.
All right, then we see the message is over. Congratulations coming from the other school. St. Prisek, well done on launching your endowment fund. Comes from Infantipim School. Thank you for a nice evening. Wishing you all the best. Coming from, of course, the sisters over in Abri Girls. Accra Girls, wishing you all the best on a wonderful evening. And hoping that you hit your goal of 10% in the next 15 minutes. $1 million is the goal. 10% is our aim for this evening. And of course, every drop counts. Pledges get into the top. Let's go.
We have another pledge of $2,000. Another pledge of $2,000 from Odadee Othniel Ganser. So Tony Ganser was my classmate, and his son was also an Odadee, and he's pledging $2,000.
Awesome.
Thank you, Othniel.
Thank you.
Another
Thank
2,000.
you,
Hey. I've lost track of the total. At some point in time, we'll go back to Eric and Kofi and all that, and we'll put all together to see where we are at the moment.
Total is now
excitement, helping out the way these calls.
5. I go kill you with enjoyment.
Hey. Somebody sent me wrong calculation. 53,500. Hey, we passed that one how many minutes ago? There we go. Calculations right here. 63,500. 63,500. Another 36.5 to get to tonight's goal of 100,000. Heading straight to $1 million. It's a Presec evening, one you would definitely be proud of. Other schools are on right now, and the messages of well done keep coming from left, right, and center. Hey.
I go kill you with enjoyment.
So we have Richard Asakuma, $1,000. Richard Asakuma, thank you for $1,000.
Sankatanga puju, sampatana pepe, sampatana pumpu, sampatana pepe, kawuo, pre, you go better, pre, you go better, Salema, you go better, Salema, Tega mundo godo, tantede, ambagadum digigin, Sagadum bada bim tede, Mampana na madaba bum podo, Sompotom pompe, prpa, potom, podingidi, Spak petek, podom pop, Sampotama pudu.
A staple of Friday Night Live is celebrating those who have their birthdays between the quarter previously and now. And so you see scrolling on your screen Odadee who celebrated birthdays in the last quarter.
Pray, you go better. Pray, you go better. Salema, you go better. Salema, you go better. Sampatama peche, sampatoma puchu, sampatama peche, sampatoma puchu.
Odadee Pacheco, $2,000.
It's your seduction that
Thank you, Senior Pacheco. And Odadee Jones
We see them celebrating their birthdays. 36,500 is the goal, or what's remaining now. Is Eric talking? I thought Eric was... Let me turn this down and listen to Eric then.
Right. Odadee Pacheco pledges $2,000. Thank you, Senior Pacheco.
There we go. Odadee Pacheco. Thank you.
And Odadee Jones Mensah pledges $500. Odadee Jones Mensah pledges $500. Thank you.
Odadee Jones Mensah live. Thank you.
So our running total is now 67,000.
67,000, all in an evening's work.
I don't care.
Message coming in. Hi, I'm from St. Monica's and I just want to say Presec. You've brought tears to my eyes. 67,000. Oh, that's very nice of you. Presec leading the way, of course.
This girl, they make me higher.
On an evening like this.
I feel this, baby.
And you know, by tomorrow, this will be everywhere. Everywhere.
If you see this, baby, tell them say she must chop my money. Chop my money. Chop my money. Cause I don't care. Chop my money. Chop my money. Chop my money. Cause I don't care. 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 Oh my darling, oh my darling, baby Jofa, you know I be loving you, are going, you know you need this love.
Somebody saying, hey, this is regular with the Kumasi schools, but not with the Accra schools. Presec, you are changing the levels. That's exactly what it is, man. Over $60,000 raised this evening. Man, what's the grand total now? Let's go. I know we still have some time to go. The goal is to hit 10% of the total this evening. Where are we now, Eric?
The total now is $67,000.
$67,000 one night, man. Shake it. Hey. The message is funny. It's just Accra schools usually don't do this. The Kumasi schools raise more money, but Presec is changing the game. No doubt about that, man. The pledges keep on coming, and you know the number which you send if you want to pledge. Let's get that number again. 203-829-1995. 203-829-1995. You probably want to pledge, and maybe you don't want your name to be out there. You can do that definitely. All we're doing is shaking it live this evening, man, by kind courtesy of Presec.
Baby so fine, I drink a down water the man, baby so fresh. I drink a down water the man, baby so sweet. I drink a down water the man, baby so fine.
3 more pledges of $10,000 gets us to the target for this evening. In the meantime, thank you each and everyone who's contributed or pledged to the cause. It's a Presec evening, endowment launch today.
When you see a woman with some shit, you don't know. Are you ready now? Ready your shoulder.
Odadee and the face.
Baby girl, God bless your mother.
Odadee and the face pledges $1,000. Thank you, Odadee and the face.
Baby girl, God bless your mother. You to find past mommy water. Baby, bless your mother. Baby girl, God bless your father. Love me, make I love you, baby. Oh, baby. Kiss me, make I kiss you, baby. Oh, baby. Baby, let me love you. Baby, kiss me. Baby, make I kiss you, baby. Oh, baby. Baby girl, you mesmerize me. I've been searching, and finally found love. Yeah, baby girl, you take my heart away. I've been looking, and finally found love. I would have kissed with you, baby. I go school for Jamali. I find peace with you, baby. Baby, follow my command, like something. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Follow my command, like something. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Cause this your milky for front enough for me.
Oh, I see. Some year groups are getting together, preparing to do that as a group. Hey, any which way to help out Presec, man. You've been brilliant this evening, no doubt about that. $67,000 on the road to $1 million.
Baby, gonna. Will you give me sugar?
Odadee in North America Endowment Fund launch party tonight. Kofi Opoku, Eric here, boy. And the whole team behind the scenes, man. Thank you. Doing this each and every quarter, every time with something good behind the scenes, man. Reverend Markway, Reverend Ambrose Asamoah, Ben Braco, your guest for this evening. And the goal is to hit 10% of the overall goal of $1 million.
Girl, I'll be foolish if
And we're way over 5%.
your lips like poison. I take my chance with you. If I did look happy, you're in denial. I'll show you I'm loyal. You want that bomb way down like tsunami or would you hold me down in the corner? Waka waka when you enter my licha. Baby, corner. Will you give me sugar? Wala. Macho Mona Lisa. 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 Macho Mona Lisa.
The message comes out from St. Mary's Old Girls. This is so amazing, Odadee. You are pace setters. Congratulations.
Let me tell them how the thing goes. How the thing goes. Okay. Chebe meka tamua. Say my tukina go join God. You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys? Like the wrong, kitty, you the wrong, get enough to drink with a drop cup. Hey, so you see how the thing goes? How the thing goes? Oh, you tell me who blend you? And who? All right, take it easy and let's
Shipping in for Presec is what's going on this evening. Little drops of water make what? A mighty ocean. 203 829 1995. Hey.
Amen. Okay, take bear hearing. You give me now your cool hearing. Let me tell them how the thing goes. How the thing goes. Okay. Chebe meka tamua. Say my tukina go join God. You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, kitty, you the wrong.
Hey, I've been playing too much. Let me listen to Eric and Kweku Pacheco right now. Hey.
So we have Odadee Andrew Quayson.
Yeah.
Pledged $1,000. Thank you, Odadee Andrew Quayson.
Hey,
so we are up to $68,000.
68, and this is virtual. Don't be smart.
We can do 100, right? We can do 10%. We can do 10%.
$32,000 away.
Yes.
Eric, are we around the 1,000 or 500, 200? I mean, we got to go there too, right? I mean,
you can give anything.
Anything,
yeah,
okay.
Starting from 500, you can give anything.
With
all right.
$32,000 away from 100,000 in one night.
Yeah.
You wanna G with the big boys?
You want to chill with the big boys. That's what the music says.
Drink with a drop cup. Hey, so you see how the thing goes? How the thing goes? Oh, you tell me who blend you? And who? All right, take it easy. Okay.
Eric, got anything coming in?
Not yet.
Let's put out the number again for a sec. Yeah.
So I have 1,000 from CK. Thank you so much.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
I said I haven't heard of seeing CK tonight.
CK do.
CK live.
My top
1,000 from
athlete.
CK.
Charles, thank you.
Of course. You can text your pledges over to 203-829.
Nice one. Nice one.
Oh, I see CK's fingers.
You show the number again, 203
829 1995.
1995.
829 1995.
829-1995.
Yes.
All right. Let's give it about 5-10 minutes and then wrap this up. If that's
Right.
okay. Yeah. I'm glad to hear you'll take 500 or 200 or however much I have. Yeah. Thank you. Let's do this. We've done well already, but we can do a little bit better. Again, we are Frisek. Yeah, Odadee.
Lift keys.
I'm a piano. Mama manga bagon. I be good bad boy, no choice. Been in the game not long. Shabby now we sing a come. Extraordinary things I'm doing. Ordinary things don't move me again. Extraordinary things I'm doing. Ordinary things don't move me again. No. Ṣé ohun tí o fẹ́ ṣe, kí ló fẹ́ ṣe. Ṣé ohun tí o fẹ́ ṣe, nìkan ló dé give me headache. Ṣé ohun tí o fẹ́ ṣe, kí ló fẹ́ ṣe. Ṣé ohun tí o fẹ́ ṣe, nìkan ló dé give me headache. Yeah.
And the number is right there up on your screen, 203-829-1995. All you do is send a text to that number, name and a pledge of whatever you're contributing to Odadee's North America's Endowment Fund. It will be added up as we head to the grand total of $1 million. Trying to get to 10% of that tonight, $100,000. The message is in from Wesley Girls High School. Congratulations, Prisek. Wow, you have definitely changed levels. $6.8% of the grand total has been raised this evening already. We're heading to a grand total of 10% if we can.
Look at that song. This is I'm a piano. This is my piano. Right?
Yes, it is. Actually, the title be Ganama.
Oh.
You sure?
Yeah, Ganama by it's a South African group. Title of the song Ganama is the Zulu version by Salah and Page. It's a song I like, man.
Yeah.
Solid beat. When you're driving and you listen to this one, there's no way you're sleeping. And you know what? It peps you up. It helps you donate. Anytime you're thinking of donating to a certain fund,
they play a bit more.
To this one, man, puts you in the right mood, man. Hey.
Sure. Sure, I have an update.
You have an update?
Yes, I have an update.
Wonderful. Bijou. Fish. Bijou. We have an update. Bijou. Fish. Eric's got an update. Eric.
Yes. So we have two new donors. So Edward Curtis Mabel donates, pledges $1,000 to Presec, and Ni Yemokwashi Odadee 84. Ni Yemokwashi Odadee 84 pledges $2,000.
Yemo.
And with that, do we hit
results,
7%?
right?
Our total is now $72,000.
Thank you, Yemo. Yemo Kwashi.
7.2% of tonight's goal. 72,000. We're
Very
28,000
nice,
away
Yemo.
from 100,000. Pre-circle.
Yemo Q. Nice. Yemo, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. So, Presecans a give. Right?
Hey, no be small, man.
Yeah.
Because you know I do this for a lot of schools.
I know.
I tell you, this be like
it's up there. It's getting up there.
This is about the second biggest one I've seen, man.
Hey, we're not done yet. There was a spot up there.
Yeah, this is the second highest amount of
yeah.
Wow. And there we go. Infantipim School sending a message over to Presec. What an amazing night. Very impressive. Congratulations, Odadee, from the president of Infantipim School.
Yeah.
Infantipim Old Boys Association North America. Pratabakwa. Trust me, this is insane, Presec.
A few more thousands will be up there.
Oh no, I know what you let your mouth for. Only you day, I don't get back up when I wake up in the morning.
This is good.
And I don't really want to break up. I want to make you my last bus stop.
Eric, you're checking your phone, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, it's 203-829-1995.
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's make this happen.
And Gabriel Bosumchi pledges $2,000.
Oh, thank you, Gabriel. You know,
2.
Wow.
So where are we now? Like 74,000 now?
We're past
74.
74,000.
Listen, we can do this. No, you know, the sound is good. Yeah, let the sound go play. I was thinking about this. I mean, really, okay, so 2K, 3K, 1K. You can pay what, 100 a month, 200 a month, 300 a month, however you want to pay it. Right, Eric?
Right, however you want to pay.
However you want to pay it. So it's not as painful. It's not as painful. All right? So look, let's get the pledges coming in. It's not as painful.
Little drops of water power. It's making a mighty ocean in front of all of us.
That's how we do it.
203-829-1995. Shout out to Senior Beckett, Senior CK, and the one and only Fico.
Hey, Fico there.
Fico no there.
Fico, why not? I'm going to his house tomorrow. I go collect my share for
To think
the
that the
money.
pledges are just from those who are on tonight's function.
Tonight's, yeah, it's
Which is,
impressive.
I
It's
mean,
impressive.
a small number of Odadees over in North America. A small fraction of the 500 who have registered on the database. So you put that together, and that 72,000, hey, I beg, 74,000.
74, don't.
Could be even more impressive for a first night.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Yeah. Very nicely done. If we could get to 100, that'd be great. That'd be great. So, for sure, I gotta ask you, do we get like maybe another 20 minutes?
Let's see.
Oh, what?
Can we hold you for another 20 minutes?
Oh, I did for you.
You did. Nice, nice. You know, maybe a little bit more, 5 minutes, if some more money, and then we get on with the program and then we wrap it up. But look, I'm impressed, man. I can't thank everybody enough. Keep it coming. 500, 400, 300. We'll take it. All right? Let's go. Hey, now, you know, we'll play, we change the level on my hand. Hey, babe. Yankupon, they change the level. No. Kofi Kinata. All night. I know here.
I hear you.
I base for you.
So we have Yao Chumesi appear.
Hey.
Just $1,000.
Hey.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Levels
Thank
now,
you, Yao Chumesi
75,000 right now.
Nice one.
Kindi.
Taco seller.
And that taco salad, no, so nobody was a while.
Quick, we have to stop this one, man, for you know. Bugatti, it's a trotro. It's a Chantron on gap.
Hey, so taco seller.
They could have started their schools ages ago, driving their Bugattis and getting all the accolades. So it's a trotron. This is your password.
Kinata.
So yeah, the trotron farmer one gap. And that taco salad, no, so nobody was a while. I walk through the valley of the shadow of darkness and me with her. Now cause I'm foolish and shamo, I say, Musu Yua. No, Mamma, some Nina, shot to one side. Siga somebody in a shot to Ayo. Sister, the woman will be a shock. We get a fire every day, can't quench you. No much a fancy, no sawdust. As I'm a mecha, thank God, don't me baby.
The levels change, oh. From beneath the to high-end buildings in the same location, the sec will change the level.
The level change.
I'm one tempo, they faded. I'm one tempo, I'm on a dogo, people do good, honest when they get a fever. All I'm one tempo, all I'm one. Chayanda, yes, you suda. I watch a running in now, Broco, I am in Jadi. Sister, the one woman of your shock. Pick it up, fire, be the camp, one much a fancy, no sawdust. As I'm a mecha and down, God, do Yami baby. Ajami baby. Yenu here for stop one proud for the Yenu listen for you listen no with swag no Yenu inshallah for no living legends no Yena yen terms doors no yeah be far on God we will still win we've been through a lot but you stay real e bu gon ko sia ade e be ye yende na community ya chori ade baby a dry if you for initially more why advice ya yini na be a try tag life it's in the pipeline I set pipelines we be the boys way that those days were in fear nothing day. Side those school fees, if you know the fee pay, the heart breaks, the rat race, but you found grace. Yeah. Nami Benia,
Eric.
Yes.
Tell me we have 5 people giving us
we change the level. The
Move us
level
to
of fundraising by Accra schools has been changed. $75,000 in one night at a virtual function. You can't take that for granted, man. You can definitely not take that for granted. And that's brought to you by Kind Courtesy of Odadee, North America. Waiting to hit 80,000 at least before we jump out of here. We're $5,000 away from that. Pledges. Man, we change the level for real. Guasi, change the level.
We change the level. So update.
From the tree, under the baobab tree of Odumase, bring it down.
Right.
Down.
Eric, update.
Thanks to Thomas and Abba Kumi, who gave $1,000. We are now at 76,000.
76.
So thank you, Abba and Thomas.
Hey.
Nice.
It's time to smile. Almost time to say cheese.
Are we number one now?
No.
Listen, I'm not asking, but we're trying. We're still going. I need 4 people to give me $1,000 each. Come on, you can do this.
What are we now? 76?
76, right, Eric?
76.
76.
If we get $1,000 each, 4 people, we're at 80.
4 pledges of $1,000 takes us to 80.
Let's do this, guys, just for fun. Let's do it.
Kwanzaa House.
Hey, Reese House. Who did for Reese House? Somebody's about to kneel down.
I got a girl, she a London thing. She wanna roll and smoke one thing. I want to give her a diamond ring, but she say other girls like mine thing. She make my heart beat say like say boom boom. Next time I take you to bloom bloom. When we done we go home a boom boom. Hop on the wagon, baby say vroom vroom. Say cheese.
Yeah, somebody move us to 80K. That'd be nice. Eric, are you looking?
Yes, I'm looking.
You're looking, okay.
I'm looking.
Look in there. I think
to make it interesting.
Yes.
What I'll do is I'll match the next
donation.
The next donation.
You heard the school prefect, Eric, yeah boy.
So Eric,
head of the endowment fund this evening. He will match the next donation that's coming up.
So if somebody,
Eric has already donated $10,000 this evening and is ready to match. Again, $76,000 is where we are.
Gotta get to
8. As Preset goes right now, trying to secure the #1 position in fundraising right here in North America.
But there,
let's go.
You have to wear your glasses now.
Ebo,
You can mute. I think he's been on mute for a long time. So you can mute. You can technically mute.
Spiritually, physically, you got my love. And anybody, you got my love. Oh. Emotionally, psychologically,
you're giving us 1,000 we should get up there.
Anybody, you got my heart. Oh.
Don't see.
Physically, you got my love. And anybody, you got my love. Oh.
$77,000 raised in one evening. Old students of Presec, North America, Endowment Fund.
If you treat me like your brother, I gotta treat you like my sister. Respect me like your father.
Coming in, Eric.
That is 76.
76. And I gotta treat you like my sister. Respect me like your father. And I gotta love you like my mother.
Number 1%.
Yeah.
Number 1 in fundraising. Number 1 on Friday night fund. And number 1 in giving back. Heading towards 80 if we can. Endowment fund, road to $1 million. 76% raised this of the goal of 100. 76,000, right? Or 77?
Right. 76,000.
76,000.
76.
Did I hear a pledge?
So this is what I'm going to do. So
Yeah, so
there was, in honor of a friend of mine who went to Kwabotre, but who had a good heart. He passed away last year, and to honor his memory, I'm going to add another 5,000 to the pool.
Whoa!
81.
Hey, brother Eric. And just like that, 81,000 is where we are now. Oh my goodness. That's where we are, right? 77 plus 5.
Oh, 81 is 6 plus 5. 81.
81. $81,000 one night. Odadee in North America. Hey, that target. I beg the project planning for change out. We crossed 76%. 81%.
Spiritually, physically, you got
Okay.
Eric Yabo is
so we have
19. Eric was the prefect in. Eric is 1985 year group.
85 O level, 87 A level.
Single-handedly has pledged $10,000 of his own, and then another $5,000 for a friend of his who went to the school in Cape Coast. But in his honor, another $5,000. Thank you. Thank you.
And then we have Jason Ganser. That is Tony Ganser's son, who is also an Odadee, pledges $1,000.
Hey,
thank you, Jason.
82,000.
Wow.
if I don't say you, I'm a number one. If I don't say you, I'm a number one.
Ah, you know that. Hey.
If I don't say you, I'm a number one. Oh, so cool. I like from a baby pop. Yeah.
82,000 is the new dashboard right now.
See you in my dreams every night and day, everywhere I go. You be the tattoo for my skin, for my body and soul.
Why did Tristan come there?
82.
Tristan, I saw him there.
Was somebody saying something?
What?
Somebody should mute this gentleman before he gives the whole world away.
Respect me like your father, and I gotta love you like my mother. Treat me like your brother, and I gotta treat you like my sister. Respect me like your father, and I gotta love you like my mother. Hey, if I don't say you, I'm a number one. If I don't say you, I'm a number one. If I don't say you, I'm a number one. If I don't say you, I'm a number
one. Ladies and gents, are you ready now?
We are taking the girls away. Ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away.
Priseko.
We are taking the girls away.
What are we doing tonight?
We are taking the girls away.
Hey, ladies and gents, are you ready?
Are you ready now?
Come on. I just have to start that again, man. Excitement is in the air. $82,000 on one night alone. Ladies and gents,
are you ready?
Are you ready?
We are taking the girls away.
Hey,
ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away.
Brother, tell them again.
We are taking the girls away.
We didn't hear you clearly.
We are taking the girls
With $82,000, we can do anything. Whatever you do,
I will take you home. I will take you home tonight. Whatever you say, I will take you home. I will take you home tonight.
Who are we taking home?
We are taking the girls away. We are taking the girls away. Ladies and gents, are you ready now? We are taking the girls away.
Yo, hey yo boys, are you ready? We didn't take all the girls, drag up music. Now me check ya, I'm not to self floating. Collect your eye, just a jack boring. Wet covers on the mic, concentrate, don't hesitate. Say it comes to me face to face. Miss Naga son and get a man, the whole wild world should wait. Or chick crowd cry champ Bill Gates. Said it will go my yafe from a diva. A biba, a mubako and I'm a what? But the her, we a sexy diva. Me who be that, one from a milk is a ninja. I'm off it to say brony measure kawa and you told him I so me my won't poly Debbie. I never won't poly if you wanted to set off in a me, I would say you will come and call me. Yeah, sick you best so back.
Whatever you do, I will take you home. I will take you home tonight.
There's a question out there. How and where do we redeem our pledges? Hey!
I will take you home. Wow. I will take you home tonight.
Eric will let you know.
We are taking the girls.
How and where do we redeem our pledges? That phone number, right?
Zell.
This is what we're gonna do. So the money would go straight to the PRESEC fund. And so I'll provide, since I have the numbers for everyone who has pledged, we'll provide the information to you on that channel.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So Eric has a number, all the numbers that were sent to 203.
Right.
89.
Eric, that be my wife's number.
55. So yes, he has all that information. He'll send you the Zelle information for PRESEC. It goes in there, and 100% everything cool. Everything's set.
CK is pleading the fifth. Oh, CK is pleading the fifth. He say be wife in number.
CK, don't go change the number.
All to a good cause, PRESEC. Next, we'll buy a Maserati. Or PRESEC headmaster.
In my Maserati, I say hop in my Maserati, hop in my Maserati. Girl, I wanna see you go down.
Time to wrap.
Hop in my Maserati, baby, hop in my Maserati, and I just wanna see you ride. Somebody needs somebody. My body needs your body. I'm gonna check my quality, somebody needs somebody. Okay.
London.
I know come this life to suffer. If I follow politician, you go hear am for paper. You go call am prostitution. Who no like enjoyment? If money dey for pocket, shebi na national budget. You, we go blow like trumpet. Koroba, 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 koro. Oh yeah, carry ya. Koroba, koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koro. Oh yeah, carry ya. Koroba, 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 koro. Oh yeah, carry ya. Koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koroba. Oh yeah, everybody carry ya something. He say, darling, I'm watching you. Small thing, you don't move. You come, they shout to me. The money you know what for. Back commando. You carry overload. Yawade, Iboro. Show wale, go wale. Koroba, 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 koro. Oh yeah, carry ya. Koroba, koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koro. Oh yeah, carry ya. Koroba, koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koro. Oh yeah, carry ya. Koroba, koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koro. Oh yeah, carry ya. Koroba, koro, koro, koroba, koroba, koro. Oh yeah, carry ya.
I don't charge my energy. I no get time for no enemy. To repay for to me. Nothing with person never see. I'm on nothing with person never see. Forget it, I say bashi. Money soon expected. Take our body agent. I take her to the person. I'm in the answer, yes, sir. Nana me then the answer, yes, sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though una know say I special. Anybody, when no one to search it. Anybody, when no the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to vele, I can't something. You want your bed, you never walk. Should not because myself, I never talk. I look you, they laugh, you go. I shall no say the time go come, mama, I no say the time go come. When you look go fit the line, mama, life not on python. Whether you like or not, go back to me, you best get it go pass. So yeah, keep me jack on. Anybody, when no one to search you. Anybody, when not the carry body. I can't something, I can't something. Go back to vele, I can't something. And it's soon expected. Take our body, I jump. I take her to the best. I'm in the answer, yes, sir. Nana me then the answer, yes, sir. Respect is reciprocal, even though una know say I special. Anybody, when no one to search you. Anybody, when not the carry body.
Wegu.
I can't something,
Looks like 82 is our closing number for tonight, oh.
Looks like it.
But it's been
wonderful. Listen,
somebody had told us that at the end of tonight we'll be having $82,000 for the first night. I wonder what you'll be saying.
$82,000, man. Thank you, Prisek. Odadee. We've done a really, really good job. Listen, from Brent Brackle to our reverends, to Eric Yaboy, to Kofi Poku, to the whole lot. Thank you all so very much. This has been a successful night. I mean, that's almost 10% of the goal. And I'm pretty sure others will come on board. Eric, thanks to your awesome fundraising activities and what you're going to lay out, I'm sure we'll be able to cover a lot of it. Senior Watu, are you there? Eben, you did there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Man, listen, Fisho says scroll your thank yous, and then we'll go back to a little music before we go to bed, man.
Right.
Let's do it.
And I want to say one little comment
Absolutely.
here. I want to thank everyone who has been here to support us, to participate, to give. And I once read a quote recently, which has stuck with me, that some people are so poor that the only thing they have is money. So money is not the only thing that you can give us. So thank you for your support. It means a lot to us. And we so appreciate it and look forward to our continued working together to build each of our organizations up. So thank you. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome.
See, SP has done it for me. So let's take it over.
Just 30 seconds as we continue on the spirit of things. I know there's a lot of people behind the scenes that we don't often hear about or know of, that I really want to say a big thank you to. Ebenezer Dazi is one of those individuals. It's a lot of work, planning, Zoom calls. I mean, so many things that happen before you see what we have here tonight. DJ Fisho, Senior Pacheco. I mean, I don't know what we would do without you guys. Thank you so much. Senior Alex, always been supportive, start to finish, always around, in different ways. We are very, very grateful for you. Senior Mickey, always available, and I think it's really evident, of the fact that, we are truly blessed as a fraternity to have individuals that simply just care. And if I didn't mention your name, please, I'm sorry. Still under the weather. In fact, we call him Puss in Boots, my year group, but that's Godfrey Jima. He's just a phenomenal guy. All the graphics you see, In fact, after this, we're going to be sharing an infographic of our breakdown of the 500 people we have in our database. You know, how they break down by year groups based on information we have by houses, you know, so on and so forth. Senior CK, man, you know, you're just, you know, you're on a real. So boss, thank you so much. I mean, we could go on and on and on. I see, you know, Eya Kuku is on here. You know, he's always been also one supportive person. You know, our Super 4 friends. I see Asha Bude on here, Mini Glover. You know, just guys, just thank you. This is really senior boy. You know, if I start, I won't finish. And I know Vice President is not on here right now. Prince Nyama has done a fantastic job behind the scenes in different ways to support us. Your Remy Timbila, our PRO, you know, always firing away, making sure that we get our information out there. You know, Dan AJ, our treasurer, I mean, clearly by example, you saw what he pledged to give tonight. And so I just want to thank each and every one of you. But I just leave you with just a small ask and favor. You know, if about 75 plus Odadees on this call tonight were able to bring about this amount, imagine if we can reach more 75 plus, which we have in North America. And guess what? It's not going to take me alone. It's not going to take just one executive. It's going to take everybody. So if you believe in what we're doing for our school, if you believe that our school deserves better, if you believe that now is the time, I want to urge all of you that after this call, please talk to somebody else. Urge somebody on. If you have questions, reach out. We're all here as a family. We want to get better and we're going to do better. So thank you.
All right. I'm just checking to see if
bow down my head.